And then we'll do one of these. Chat! How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Hope everybody's having a fantastic Monday. Start of a new week. Took a brief hiatus. I once again would like to apologize for not streaming on Saturday. I know I canceled it like 40 minutes after I was supposed to go live. I had some stuff that I had to handle. I handled it, and then I just didn't stream after that. And that's kind of all there is to it. But I appreciate everybody pulling up this week. This week, hopefully, the schedule will be relatively normal. But yeah. Also got a new camera. I don't know if you can really tell. I think if we go to, like, just chatting, that shit looks weird, bro. It looks like it has some sort of filter on it. But I got a new camera. Not because the other one was, like, broken or anything, or, like, breaking. But the other camera was, like, literally from pre-COVID. Like, the other webcam that I had was probably 10 plus years old. And it was literally still 30 FPS. So if you can tell, again, I feel like you probably can't tell when I'm in, like, this mode. But if I go to just chatting and I start, like, animating myself, it looks like I was, you know, it looks like I'm somebody from the current century because it's, like, a 60 FPS camera as opposed to, like, you know, PS4 type shit. So that's pretty cool. It looks way sharper. Okay, I'm glad that it looks better on stream as well. Looks like an upgrade. I'm hoping so. I'm hoping mostly, my big hope for it is that it looks better for the clips. Because I feel like the old camera looked really bad for clipping stuff, like on short form media. I feel like the old camera looked really bad. Haven't clipped anything with the new camera because this is the first stream with the new camera. So I don't know if it'll look any better, but like my main hope is that it looks better. I don't know. It feels like it's focusing too much right now. See, I don't know if you're like making a brand joke or if you're like actually serious. Some settings might not be right. That's entirely true. That could be entirely true. I did not read the instruction manual. I literally just plugged it in and opened OBS, and I was like, whoa, that looks better. And I didn't mess with anything outside of that. So we'll see. If it gets to be like really bad, I'll look into it. But I was running it for a little while in OBS when it shipped, which was yesterday, and it didn't seem to be that bad. I don't know. But yeah, so hopefully it looks a little bit crisper. Hopefully. Also, I was putting that off for so long. I was putting off buying a new camera for so long because I was under the impression that, like, yo, upgrading a camera is going to be, like, expensive, yo. So I just put it off for, like, a long time. This shit deadass cost me $40, chat. I don't even think it cost me $40, actually. I think it was just south of $40. I was thinking a new camera was going to be, like, a fucking, like, half of an Xbox One. Not the case, I'll have you know. Not the case. And it's not just the one that I bought. I looked on Amazon, and, like, every single camera on the market, aside from, like, big name brands like Logitech, was, like, under $50. Blew my mind. But evidently, I'm just, like, stupid because it was literally every camera was that like, inexpensive. But I digress. So that was really nice to see. That was really cool. But anyway, also, is audio being picked up by, like, is Balatro audio being picked up? Yeah, okay, I had a different thing muted. Never mind. We should be chill, I think. Let me know if we're not chill, but we should be chill. Plan for the day, chat. We're gonna go over to this profile. This is the profile that we used for the charity stream. And speaking of charity stream, I talked briefly about this at the beginning of last week, but I have not covered it since. So the plan for the day and the plan for this entire week, aside from, I think, don't hold me to this because I'm not entirely sure, but I think on Saturday is when I'm going to do the, like, Scrandle food list. Also, speaking of the charity stream, because that was one of the milestones for fundraising, was that I would do a, like, testing Scran stream. So I think we're going to do that on Saturday. However, another milestone was 0 to 100% Balatro, so that's what we're going to do today. I haven't reset any of my achievements on this account just because, like, I don't want to, so I don't think it's going to be actually, like, 0 to 100 in the sense that, like, we're getting every single achievement again, but I think we can definitely do 0 to 100% where we just, like, try and gold sticker everything, try and win on every deck, try and win every challenge deck, etc. So that's the plan for, at minimum, this week. Almost certainly it will take more than a week, but at minimum, that's the plan for this week. So let's reset the charity stream profile. Let's go new 100%. Oh, God. I forgot that you have to do capital zeros for Balatro to, like, register them, or capital O's for them to register as zeros. Anyway, what should we name this? Charity. No. Let's go. What should we name this? New Game Plus. New Game Plus. Wait, I actually like that. I actually like that. New Game Plus. Awesome profile. 0 losses. Let's go. Okay. So I wanted to try and go for 100% no losses. And I still do want to do it. Here's the issue. We're not going to lose. It's debatable because I'm kind of an idiot. But if everything goes according to plan, we're not losing until we get to, like, orange stake, okay? Here's the issue with that. If I lose on, like, orange stake after presumably getting every other stake for, like, 3 full streams, I'm going to have a generational crash out, which will be good for clips, but it will not be good for my mental health. That's a dot kind of thing. Well, here's the thing. In theory, on paper, I feel like it's a lot harder to go 100% no losses than it actually is. I don't know if even Doc could do that, TBH. I think it's a lot harder, or I think it's a lot easier than it sounds. I'm by no means saying that it's easy, because it's not. But, like, realistically, everything up until, like, purple stake and even kind of purple stake is, like, baby mode, right? I agree, Shock, but it is hard. It is hard. It is a Herculean task, but it's way more of, like, an endurance test than, like, a skill check. You know what I mean? Like, if I don't think I would be able to do it purely because I think I wouldn't be focused enough to do it. But, like, I think somebody with a not with a relative amount of gold stake, because you, at the end of the day, you still need to get a 15 streak on every deck. But, like, purple stake and below is, like, free low. Unless you get, like, a really bad seed on, like, shit decks. Like, purple stake can still trip you up on, like, black and plasma deck. But, like, at the end of the day, you got to worry about orange stake. You got to worry about gold stake. So that's, like, if you're locking in, orange stake is, like, kind of a big who cares for all of the decks that don't already suck. So that's, I mean, if we're really thinking about this, that's, like, a 3 streak followed by free low followed by a 15 streak. Which, again, extraordinarily difficult, but, like, I think a lot more feasible than it sounds, at the very least. Like, it sounds like a huge task, because in all, it's, like, 110 streak, but you have to realize that, like, 75 of those, like, 110 are free low. Like, they're just nothing burgers. I think you do have a point. All decks on purple through gold, C++, all challenges. Yeah, C++. Oh, C++ would make it way harder. No, that... Well, I mean, not really, though, because on C++ you just rock, like, yellow deck or blue deck. Didn't Doc already do the 100% no losses thing already? Doc has gotten C++ no losses. Doc has gotten rotating C++ no losses, but he hasn't technically gotten 100% no losses. Multiple times, actually. Right. He's gotten the C++ achievement, but technically not 100% lossless. But I mean, at the end of the day, same kind of the same thing. If you can do C++ no losses, you can do 100% no losses. It's just going to take you, like, more time at the end of the day is I think how it would go. Like, the challenges, though. I mean, like, yeah, but okay. I feel like we can't be ignoring the challenges. I feel like we can, because here's the thing. Challenges are unlocked after, like, 1 deck, right? like, I feel like for peak consistency, you just knock all of the challenges out after you do your first white stake, or whenever, I don't remember when they unlock, because it's been so long since I had to unlock them, but whenever you unlock challenges, I feel like you just rip them there, because here's the thing with challenges. The first 18, free low. First 18 challenges, or not first 18, first 17. First 17 challenges, because they're locked white stake, if you lose with them, you are a bum. You're a chud. Hop off the game type shit, right? First 17 challenges, free. Cruelty, also free. You just need to lock in. But like for gold stake streakers, cruelty, easy peasy. The two big things, jokerless, which I'm more experienced in than the average player, not to toot my own horn, but I do have the jokerless world record win streak. So, but like jokerless is kind of an RNG check at the end of the day, but it's not that bad of an RNG check. So like jokerless, you kind of have to worry about, and like golden needle at the end of the day is an RNG check. I think golden needle would be the biggest thing to worry about in the challenges section, because golden needle is kind of a coin flip. But like jokerless is you can probably win like 75% of jokerless games if you lock in. And then golden needle, you just coin flip that you don't get absolutely blasted by like a terrible first shop. Golden needle is essentially if you don't get a molt joker in the first shop, you lose your entire profile. But like, dare I say, not that bad of odds. Also, if you're just ripping the challenges like immediately, I mean, yeah, that would be annoying, but like, at the end of the day, not a big deal. I'd love to see Doc attempt that, TBH. But yeah, all of that to say, because Jeezy brought it up originally, all of that to say, I think 100%ing the entire game of Balatro is extraordinarily possible. I think I would not be able to do it because I would, like, I think if I locked in, genuinely, this might be me overvaluing my skill. It probably is me overvaluing my skill. I think if I locked in, I could definitely tank 100%ing the game lossless. Here's the thing. There's a lot of RNG checks, and I'm not willing to throw away a week's worth of streams if I lose one of those RNG checks, right? Like, for a long-term goal, that would be a really fun thing. But, like, there's a lot of RNG checks, and also just, like, you have to deal with the everyday shit that we deal with when you're gold stake win streaking. Like, you can't get distracted at all over the course of like let's just say 150 games, when we're talking every deck, every stake, C++ challenge decks. And that's probably even lowballing it for C++ specifically, but let's just call it 150 games. You can't, even if you pass every single RNG check, you can't drop the ball and stop paying attention over the course of 150 games. For most players, I think that's not happening. For me personally, chat can attest to this, absolutely not happening. It's just the game where you flip 10 heads at once, but each flip takes an entire day. Well, yeah, I mean, kind of. I feel like there's less RNG checks, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe not for, like, gold stake. I'm adamant that the biggest thing would be orange stake and gold stake streaking, because that's, like, a kind of a 30 streak. Orange stake not having rentals exist makes it a little easier on, like, the non-chuddy decks, but, like, perishables still kind of suck. So we'll call it like a 20 streak that you would have to get, pretty much, which is like really hard. 20 rotating, there's not that many people in the world who have done that, right? So I think that would be the biggest RNG check. Stuff like jokerless, stuff like golden needle, it would be frustrating to lose, but like at the end of the day, everything before that is just free low anyway. So like all you're losing is time, and you're losing an immense amount of time, but like you're losing, like it's easy to replicate a profile that goes to jokerless without losses, or I guess to golden needle without losses. No, you could go to jokerless without losses, I think, because don't they unlock, like, you don't have to play challenge 10 to unlock challenge 11? But regardless, we can try for it. It's not happening. I'm gonna clip this so that I can put it as like an ironic twist when we do it, completely by accident. We can try for it. I am gonna try for it. If I lose, I'm not resetting. That simple. and I feel that that's extraordinarily fair. But I digress. So that'll be what we're doing for, once again, bare minimum, the next week. Probably it's going to take way more than a week. But we're going 0 to 100% on a new profile. I'm excited. It'll be a good, it'll be a good shakeup. Probably we're not going to do much endless at all. Just because I don't want to extend this challenge when it's already going to be like such a Sisyphean task. But we'll see. I want to speedrun 100% on a new profile when 1.1 drops. Dude, I would not be able to speedrun 100%. Goal would probably be like under 50 hours. I just would not. I can barely pay attention. That's the thing, especially if I streamed it. But like, even if I did it off stream, I have trouble paying attention for 3 hours straight. Like, I have trouble paying attention for like an 8-game sequence. 100%, obviously, yeah, not in one sitting, but over the course of like 50 hours where you can't drop the ball and you have to be playing fast, bro, I would crash out. That is such a daunting speed run, literally. There's a new 100% speed record, 100% record set today by Astronaut at 2, about 33 hours today, I think. God damn. That's crazy. You can drop some balls. I guess you can drop some balls, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to be doing, hey, Shock, you want some CRT? Do I want some CRT? What do you mean CRT? Oh, the filter? No, don't redeem that shit. I know we were fucking with it last week, but bro, the redeem is for what the redeem is for. Don't redeem it and ask for CRT filter or any of the other shit. I'm going to rug pull you. This is your one warning. Can I have HRT instead of CRT? I just ate tinned squid in ink. I can no longer joke about the food in Scrandle. That might be not bad. In ink is crazy though. Never mind. What am I saying? Give me the clubs unclear. Give me the clubs unclear. I'm putting them to low contrast, I guess. So we'll just change them. Also, Jeezy, I saw that you were I saw that you said you were gonna streak Spire. So good luck spiring. Or not streaking. Maybe you just said you're gonna be playing it. My mind's on streaking. Regardless, good luck with Spire, Jeezy. Meant to respond to that. I got distracted. That's on me. But yeah, so we're gonna do dles, and then we're gonna just new game plus it up. That'll be the idea. So let me pull up dles. Also, Jeezy, I have to brag. Fuck, go back. Okay, I got you. Jeezy, I have to brag if you're still here. If you're still lurk maxing. Apparently, I have an 8 streak on Ironclad, which I don't play. Once I rank up on a character, I don't play another game with that character, and I'm only on A6 with Ironclad. So apparently what's happened is I've just won every single game with Ironclad. Since, like, I haven't dropped the ball since I've started Ascension climbing with him, and then I've also won some multiplayer games. So that's kind of funny. I one-shot Ascension 6 with Ironclad. It was a really fun build. I don't remember it off the top of my head. No, it was a Hellraiser build. It was my first Hellraiser build, and I got really lucky with some early game, like, I'm forgetting the name, Pommel Strikes that I upgraded. So that was a fun build. And then I was like, damn, that was pretty cool. I wonder what my overall win rate on Ironclad was, since these last couple of runs with Ironclad have felt like really good. And I'm on an 8-game streak with Ironclad. So that was pretty cool. I didn't even know that I was, but that was kind of sexy. Hellraiser has a real funny infinite. Aside from just like Pommel Strike chaining, delete every non-attack, then play Pillage. Wait, what is Pillage? We streaking, or we quote-unquote streaking? We're going 0 to 100% on a new profile, Whispers. I just created a new profile. We named it New Game Plus. We're going to go 0 to 100%. Draw until you draw a non-attack card. Oh, that's really funny. That's actually sick. That's crazy. Not sure if I've pulled more than 3 together when I was climbing. Okay, so I had, I think, only 2 upgraded Pommel Strikes at the end of the run, but I had a lot of other technology that was filling my hand as well, because I had Hellraiser playing all of that stuff for free, all of the strike-oriented stuff, and then I also had, like, That was like the plan B, but it ended up being the late game plan A for like DPS. But I had a vulnerable core, so I had either one, or I think I actually had 2 copies of, and I'm forgetting the name of everything because I only have like 100 hours and it's across all the characters, so I don't have jack shit memorized. But it's the 1 cost power where whenever you apply vulnerable, you draw a card. And then I just had a bunch of like vulnerable technology like assorted. So I would just have Hellraiser like play all my strikes and stuff, and then when I ran out of gas, I would just like apply vulnerable, draw a bunch of cards, and hopefully repeat the loop. Ended up working pretty well. It was pretty nice. It was pretty nice. Molten Fist or Dominate. No, I haven't actually gotten like a good Molten Fist run since that one multiplayer game that I did during the charity stream. But vulnerable cores seem to work really well with Ironclad, especially in the early game, but in the late game it got to like pivot towards a source of card draw. But it was really nice. Hey Shock, I just got an idea since I'm vicious, thank you. Since I'm at my parents' house because of Father's Day stuff, my brother wanted me to help him learn how to play Balatro. If I were to show him the run, could you give a rundown on what you're doing for him? I'm a bad teacher and I think he would learn better from you. I mean, I try and like somewhat explain. Well, okay, so here's the thing. I try to somewhat explain what I'm doing throughout all the runs because I try to make it like kind of educational a little bit for like, you know, new players who happen to stumble into my stream, and I try and especially do that for gold stake streaks. Or at least I used to have kind of fallen off of it just because the majority of my audience is like also gold stake streakers. But I digress. Here's the issue with that. Today we're going to be mostly playing white stake, if not exclusively playing white stake, and I'm probably going to do some shit that like nobody should do on white stake if they're starting out. Because the idea on white stake, if you're like an experienced player, is the scoring requirement is so low that you just like econ max and then you do like goofy shit. But the problem with that is like if you're a new player, you're not really going to know how to do that properly. And so I think I would be teaching them bad habits is what I'm getting at. So, I mean, like, you can show them the stream and I'll, like, try and run through and I'll try and, like, teach things. But just know that, like, they might be learning bad habits for me. There is, like, a non-zero chance that they learn some bad habits from me and that they, like, maybe don't win. What I'm hearing is Cloud9 run. I mean, maybe, man. Here's the other thing that would, like, make win streaking the entirety of 100% profile hard. I love to throw runs to do like goofy shit in lower stakes. Because in gold stake, if you try and throw a run to do goofy shit, it's like a 95% chance that you get punished and that you die. Depending on the deck, but I would say like 95 across decks. White stake, you throw an entire run to do some goofy shit. Like you have a good build and then you like get an onk that's really funny and you just sell your whole build to like onk that one thing. It's like a 25% chance, if that you get punished, and I love doing bad plays like that. Playing optimally on white stake is so boring, man. And that's kind of what you would have to do for, like, win streaking 100% profile, but playing optimally on white stake is so boring, you have to do goof shit. You gotta lose 5 times to unlock Mr. Bones? Oh, wait, yeah, how would that work? How would that work? You have to lose 5 times to unlock Mr. Bones. So actually win streaking a 100% pro... Again, this is hypothetical because I know Astronaut just pulled up. Also, Astronaut, congratulations. Exclamation mark said that you got a new record today for 100% profile. So congrats on that. That's huge. If you reset 5 times, does it count? I don't know. I feel like you probably have to lose. I guess you'd lose 5 times before starting the 100%. That's what would make the most sense, I think. Probably you queue into your new profile, you lose 5 right off the bat. And then you die. You have to lose before Ante 8. Do you really have to lose before Ante 8 to unlock it? Because Amphi makes up a good point. You could win and then die on Ante 9. Does it have to be specifically before Ante 8? That's tragic. If it has to be specifically before Ante 8, then yeah, I think you would just die 5 times on purpose at the start, and then the run would start. Again, hypothetically not doing this. I'm going to try to do it. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I'm not resetting. You need the you lose screen. Yeah, but the you lose screen appears if you die in, like, later Ante. It just appears after the you win. Hang on. I'm going to... Not that I don't trust you, Astronaut, but I want to do my own research on this. I'm assuming Astronaut is like very correctamundo here. Also, I don't even know if the wiki is like gonna fucking be able to answer this question. This is probably a question that literally 0 people have asked. To unlock this Joker, the player must lose 5 runs. Okay. 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 Yeah, I don't think it, like... I don't think the wiki answers this question. Do 1 trash run to test whether it counts. Yeah, but does it count the amount of times that you've lost? Like, if we go to Mr. Bones in the collection for the unlock, does it have, like, in parentheses, like, how many times you've lost? Because if that is a thing that happens, then we can just test it and lose 1 run. And, like, worst case scenario, we're losing the amount of time 1 run takes. Where's Bonesy? I probably already passed him. Oh, okay. Maybe it tracks like this. Lose 5 runs in parentheses. Okay, that's exactly what I wanted. So we could test it then, I guess. Trust me, I did all unlocks like 10 times. Yeah. I'm assuming you're correct. I'm assuming you're correct. But I do want to test it. So we'll lose the first game and then we'll lock in. Well, I mean, technically we won't be losing the first game because it'll be an endless, but like we'll lose the first game. Anyway, I digress. Quickly beat Anti-8, then sell all your Jokers. Yeah, exactly. Okay, anyway, let's get into the duels. We're already like 30 minutes in and we gotta lock in. Are there any other weird unlocks we should know about? Aside from having to lose, no. Resetting the run doesn't count. Losing after Anti-8 doesn't count. Resetting not counting makes sense. As does kind of losing after Anti-8 because you're not really like losing. But yeah, Hit the Road, the weird 7s one. Yeah, Hit the Road is annoying. The 7s one is also annoying. Shoot the Moon is a weird one. So is Chad if you're not like trying to unlock it. But I mean, surely in Light Stake we unlock Chad at some point. Yeah, Shoot the Moon is like really awkward. Isn't it like some shit where it's like play every heart? Play every heart card in your deck in 1 round. Yeah, that shit's weird, bro. Anyway, I digress. I'm not even really worried about unlocks for the first, like, handful of runs, because we're going to be unlocking so much shit. Anyway, you just hang hearts. Yeah. Okay, let's get the duels out of the way. We've been yapping for literally a half hour. We haven't even done the duels yet, so let's do the duels, and then we'll worry about this shit. I just accidentally fucking closed every tab on Opera, because I hit the, like, emergency back out, whatever the fuck key. Damn it! Okay, we're back. I'm surprised there's no unlock for play all 12 hands in 1 run. Yeah, I feel like that would be a cool unlock. Losing after Anti-8 has a blue background instead of red because you still won. Interessante. Must be under winning ante, must not be seated or a challenge, must be game over state. So must be, okay, so yeah. That makes sense. Astronomers discover every planet, which is close. Yeah, true. Okay, so then the ideal angle is to just lose 5 right off the bat, and then you don't lose after that, right? Once again, clarifying, just for, you know, just for clarity's sake, not doing, this is not happening lossless. We're gonna try it lossless. Not happening lossless. Anyway, let's get the duels underway. Okay, cool. Balatro for the day. First Balatro on the new face cam. If this makes it to a clip, let me know if it's any good. We got that throwback start. Uncommon $7 non-scaling non-X-molt. Could be $8. No, it can't be $8 because the only $8 uncommon off the top of my head at least is Stencil, and that's X-molt. So maybe it's like a chip Joker. We could go like Arrowhead. If it's not Arrowhead, we can go... It is $7, so we can go like Rough Gem to suss out Econ. $7 Econ, is it Matador? Probably. That's the correct amount of characters. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Matador. Matador in 4. I feel like we probably could have gotten that in 3, but I digress. Not a bad Matador angle by any means. All right. Bang. So are you staying live the whole 0 to 100%? No, Bean. No, Bean. I am not. You have my utmost respect for doing that yourself. I think around this time last year, I will not be doing that. I don't have another, you know, just did the one marathon stream. What was that, like 2 weeks ago? I don't really have another one in me, at least not this, I guess, early. Not in such close proximity. 72 grand. This is Pillar, yes. Brown background is Pillar. Pillar 72 grand. This is Plasma, is it not? Or am I tripping? No, I think I'm mistaken. What are the blind requirements, man? 50k. Excuse me. 50k anti 5, right? On Purple Stake. This is definitely some Plasma shit. 36 grand in the small blind. It jumps from 25 to what? 25 to 60 on Gold Stake. So maybe it's like White Stake anti 7. I don't know if that's true, but I'm gonna guess it. And the fucking website crashed. That's big. Sleeping stream again so soon. Oh, you know how to spoil us, Shock? Yeah, no, that is not happening. All right. The entire website crashed after I guessed. Okay, and it spat out a different one. Pog, I guess. Cool. That was weird. This is Goad. Pretty easy background. 50k, so it's anti-5 Purple Stake Goad, yeah. This isn't Goad, am I stupid? Oh, it's Mouth, then. Wow, I'm actually a jackass. I literally said, oh, pretty easy boss background, actually. I'm actually a fuckwit. That's okay, I got it in 2. And the Goad is pretty similar to this, if I don't remember. Here's the answer for last round. Anti-6 green stake. I would have gotten it, maybe, possibly. Probably not, honestly, but we'll see. Well, I guess we won't, since, like, you know what I mean. All right. Bang. Scrandle back up. Lock in. Resets in 13 minutes. Wait, what? Is that what that said? Are they resetting the Scrandle at midnight local time now? That's crazy. It's a smash burger for me, man. That looks really good. Not to say the left looked bad, because it didn't, but that looked really good. Hot dog with mustard and relish. So I'm going to say something here, and it's going to sound like I'm joking, and I, like, kind of am, but I'm also, like, very much not. Does it come with the anime girl? Because if it comes with the anime girl, that like, I would say that boosts this by a solid, like, 16.5%. A solid 16.5%. In which case, I still think it loses to the chicken wrap, honestly. But, yeah, see, 54. This dog is not getting 54. Maybe 16% boost is a little off there, but, like, that dog is not getting 54% if there isn't an anime girl in frame. Loaded fries with beef brisket, pickles, cheese, and chipotle mayo. So, this looks bad. This looks awful, actually. Really small portion for $10 even. And every ingredient here looks low qual, including the fries. Distribution of everything is terrible. But, here's the big but. Here's the big but. Up against Prime. So it still wins. Reverse Logan Paul diff. Yeah, precisely that, bro. Precisely that. Is this going to be a rare sausage and bread win? With a pint. With a pint. No, this wins. Douglas with the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. Hope you had a fantastic stream, man. This is a name that I am unfamiliar with off the top of my head. Were we doing some Balatro, or do I know you from somewhere else? Regardless. Welcome in, Raiders. Hope you had a fantastic stream. Roast chicken. Wait, am I still in the... No, I'm not still in Isaac. I'm pretty sure. Roast chicken's like $30. I feel like the sausage takes it here. Roast chicken does look really good, but for $30, I think people are shying away from it. Punished. That's okay. What I like about Scrandle is that you can never be wrong. You're either confirmed correct or everyone else is stupid. No, literally, bro. You get it. You get it. Spicy chicken wings with chips and curry sauce. No, it's definitely the left says steak in the name. The left says steak in the name. It always wins. Garbage ass picture. The right's a little bit of a price diff, but there's beer in frame, and the burger was like not terrible. This looks like Resident Evil food. That's whoever made that should be locked up for life. Cheeseburger. Looks like a really good burger. Why is there so much goddamn onion on it, dude? Also, why is it 20? Oh, US. Okay. Yep, that makes sense. Aren't you the Slay the Spire 2 guy? Yep, that's me. Sharing box low diffs. Sharing box never wins. I just streamed it and checked out who else was. Cool. Well, I hope you had a fun time, man. And thank you for the raid. I appreciate you. There's enough onion to feed an entire country on that fucking burger. The Saturn burger. I was gonna say the Saturn burger, but I didn't know if that was like too obscure of a reference. Also, who the fuck is holding this Modelo? Is this Man Ray taking the picture? This is literally fucking Man Ray taking the picture. What is this? This glove looks... I thought this was like a glove. Does this not look like it's sealed together? What is this? I think the left wins, which is crazy because normally like the sausage and the hollowed out cob, so to speak, never wins, but I digress. Famous villain Man Ray? No, bro. Looks like it. I'm gonna go. I'll see you later, Shock. I have a child and a rebellious teen to babysit tomorrow, so I'll need all the energy I can get. Good night, everyone. Good night, boy. Good luck with that situation, man. I hope they don't like tear down your entire establishment. All right, RNG'll, and then we'll skip the Staddle. I don't think we'll do Staddle this week. That was kind of maybe just like a one-time thing. RNG'll, lock in. Lock in. Good number today. Nah, bad number today because we got a good number last time. 2 9s. Wait. It was so close. We almost had 983, 983. I don't even know if that's good, but like it has to be because it would be repeating, you know, 2 3-digit things in the same sequence, man. 2 consecutive numbers. Anomaly. Wait, what? The entire number splits into 2 consecutive integers. Oh, that's better than 983, 983, probably. Wait. I was shit-talking it, but we kind of cooked here. Top 3%, 54,000. Is Anomaly not like the best category that you can get? What's the question mark here? No, Mythic is the top category. Hey, that's one off of the top category, though. I'll take it, man. I'll take it. 54,000 points. All right, well, that's our poll that we have to beat. GG, insane skill. Truth Nuke. Truth Nuke, top 3. Yeah, top 3%. That's the best that we've had on the stream by a wide margin. By a wide margin. It's legendary? Yeah, it's legendary. All right, good shit. I don't know why I switched cameras when I could have just like hid that tab. No, I fucking opened. God, is this Outlook? I don't know what this is. Copilot. I accidentally opened it because it's right next to Opera on my taskbar. Anyway, Steve Harvey onions. What? Anyway, new game plus. We're going 0 to 100%. We got 2 things unlocked. We got to unlock everything. I'm so used to hitting. You know how much restraint it took to not hit the unlock all button? I'm so used to unlocking all on these profiles. Opening the wrong app from the taskbar is so real. It's actually like, it's the biggest like nothing burger of all time in the grand scheme of things, but like nothing makes me crash out faster. In the grand scheme of things, it does not matter at all whatsoever, but it makes me so mad. So mad. Jimbo and Red Deck, the goats. Hey, the day ones, bro. Okay, so here's the angle. We're gonna lose 5 games to unlock Mr. Bones immediately, and then we're going lossless. Obviously, I'm joking, but it would be really freaking funny if we could go lossless. It'd be really freaking funny. Not happening, by the way. It'd be really funny though. Anyway, let's go white stake. We'll lose 5, and then we'll like actually lock in here. Also, probably not running predictions, at least not for the first handful of runs, just because, like, obviously. I mean, I've definitely thrown games before. Now, you know what? After we do this, I'll run predictions, because I have thrown games on White Stake before, and you have seen me do that in real time. But just know that the prediction is going to be, like, presumably a really bad rate if you bet on me losing. At least for the first, like, you know, couple of stakes. Once we get to, like, black stake, maybe I'm just enough of a dumb chud where, like, I lose, but I digress. Okay, that's 2 losses. Infinite money glitch. Would you use Harry's body wash? I don't know what Harry's body wash is. But, I mean, I guess, man. I'm not really that particular about what body washes I'd be using at the end of the day, so, like, I guess I would. I've accidentally opened the Xbox app too many times to count. I don't even know why I still have it on my taskbar. Yeah, I do. There's a lot of shit that I have on my taskbar that I really don't know why I have it there. Like voice mod, now that I'm looking at it. Voice mod is right next to Steam on my taskbar. I don't think I've used voice mod since I was gonna say since I graduated high school. I don't think I've used voice mod since I graduated like my freshman year of high school. I don't know why that's on my taskbar. In fact, I'm literally gonna get rid of it as we speak. Was that the 5th loss or was that the 4th? Obviously we didn't unlock anything, so presumably it was the 4th loss. Where's my collection? Yeah, 1 joker. I thought that was the 5th. I'm already we're literally like 2 minutes into this challenge and I'm already losing it. You got to go to main menu. Oh. My bad. So did I lose 5 there? Oh, I did lose 5 there. 6. All right, well, I already fucked up the loss list then. That's okay. Losing white stake is my goat washed? Yeah, maybe a little, man. Welcome in all in vain. Okay, so from here on out, we're locked in. Once again, I'll run predictions. Just don't expect to, like, make anything on them. Or maybe you should, because, again, I like to throw these low-stakes games to get goof shit to happen. But I digress. No investment tag, it's over. We never lose again, surely? No, literally, though. Literally, bro. Astronaut gets it, man. Already an asterisk on this run? Listen, bro. Listen. Okay, we're going to be at 201. Ooh. Ooh. I'm just kidding. Oh yeah, we gotta be, like, discovering shit. Yo, I forgot. Okay, GG. Alright, what are we yapping about for the next, I don't know how many games? Oh my god, Mystic Summit on red deck. White stake is so obnoxious, too. One is run? Yeah, something like that. Let's do one of these. And then we just full house it up if we don't top deck any more faces. We still full house it because it's pair wins here if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, because high card wins here, so full house is 5 Jold cards, whereas 4 Oak is 4. Midas Mask good for the $400. Oh, Truth Nuke, yeah. That's not bad. That's not bad. Do I need a blue joker? Probably not. That probably has me winning far too fast for my liking. There's the last jack. That's pretty lucky. I'm going to toss these guys. I would like to just get more things in hand that I can make into Jold. Jolden ticket isn't here yet. Got to unlock it first. The downside is that you unlock satellite. True, though. That is something to think about, I guess. Do we want to unlock satellite? 400 is pretty hard to do without ticket blueprint. Not if we get mime, right? We ain't getting it this run. Mime's available from the beginning of the game. If you get mime, I feel like it's not that difficult to do whatsoever. Not on white stake? Yeah, exactly. Pick up the Hermit. We can do... Riffraff's good just to fill out the collection, I guess, even if we don't, like, really need it for any, like, scoring, right, Meow? Let's go high card. Let's go... Do we dare just pop a Ouija here to, like, put that in the collection? Because if we don't do it now, we're just not fucking taking this guy ever. Why are you on White Stake? Just tuned in. Title. 0 to 100% Balatro. It was one of the things for the charity stream was we, if I met a certain milestone, we would do 0 to 100%. So that's what we're doing. We're doing it lossless. We're actually not, but I'm attempting it lossless. Why are you on red deck? Brother. Sunyon Ring, as it were. Oh, so he's just stealing Belanos Bear's idea? What do you mean Brother. Why are you on Balatro? Yeah, aren't you the Slay the Spire 2 guy? Aren't you the acclaimed Binding of Isaac Repentance streamer? What the fuck is your ass doing on Balatro, big guy? Don't worry, we'll finish it before Bear, and then Bear will have stolen Shock's idea. Truth nuke. 100% the game, completely new tech unlocked. Yeah, actually, nobody has 100%ed this game before, ever. And if they tell you that they have, they're lying. Aren't you the Invincible Versus guy? I don't think I've ever even played that one time on stream. I think all I've done is yap about it, like, twice. I feel like you kind of lost aura there by not saying, like, aren't you the Pokemon Champions guy? Because that I haven't played on stream either, but, like, I've yapped a lot more extensively about that. My Scrandle streamer playing Balatro for the first time. True. For playing this optimally, we go Pluto, but, like, just give me them planets. Aren't you the Clash Royale guy? That's damn... That should be treated as, like, a slur. We got the blue deck! Ooh, let's go! Ooh, Purple Seal King? Yeah, don't mind if I do, man. Don't mind if I do. We got a trading card as well. Honestly, I should have just said fuck the riff. Okay, this is hilarious. Why can't I get these starts when I'm gold stake streaking, man? Only when I do goofy shit, I get Midas Vamp first shot, or first 2 antes? This is some bullshit, man. It's fucked up, really. If you ever misprint tech on White Stake, we gotta kill you. Listen, I'm gonna be misprint teching on White Stake now. And I would have done it anyway. Full transparency, just because that's the type of player that I am. But now I just want you to know that it is I'm strictly doing it out of malice for you. Specifically, all in vain. Anyway, let's ship the full house because that's funny with Vampire. Also, let's do this so that I can maybe get more vamp value. I don't know if that's actually gonna, like, work. The mask is perishable and the vamp is rental. Yeah, that's fair. Somebody said Cloud 9 run. They did see into the future, but, like, I don't want to do that this run. Restart and try getting 100% without misprint tech. I think I would rather just blow my shit clean off, man. I would rather die than play any part of this game without misprint tech if I'm just keeping it real with y'all. Misprint tech is like my pride and soul. Hit him with one of these. This guy is addicted. Hey, I can stop at any time I want, I'm just saying. He's not going to cope well when you can no longer misprint tech from the collection in 1.1. Is that a confirmed rework? Because if it is, I just want everybody to know right now, if that's a confirmed rework, I'm never playing Balatro ever again in my entire life once the game updates. Let's just priestess so we can unlock more planets, I suppose. Needle should be, like, absolutely fine, yes. Probably not when Thunk kept it all throughout alpha until release. Well, yeah, but Thunk also kept times 0.2 vampire throughout alpha until release, correct? And $3 rebate for that matter. Does like, I guess we can like high card it up or maybe even pair it up. Let's do one of these. Oh wait, this might win because of the marginally better scaling. No, we're chilling. I can't believe I'm playing full houses, man. Unlock flush house was the move. You're actually so right there. But then we get less vampire scaling, so I'm gonna say no. Wasn't $3 rebate fine though? Yeah. That's not what I'm arguing, but yes. Vamp isn't on alpha if I recall correctly, so fuck you. $5 rebate is fucking busted. Yeah, I cannot see rebate not getting some kind of nerf. Rebate should be $4 IMO. I think it should be $3, and here's why. If the game was untouched in its current state, I think rebate being at 4 would still be pretty strong, but I think it would be fine. Here's the thing, though. We're getting our discard back, so rebate being $4 still makes it like the best econ joker in the entire game, no? At the very least, like the best common econ joker. So I feel like rebate at $3 in exchange for us getting our blue stake discard back, I feel like that's extraordinarily reasonable. Because on 3 discards, I mean, even rental rebate on 3 discards pays for itself and gives you like an absurd amount of money on top. Otherwise, if it was still 2 discards, I could maybe see an argument for $4. Although I would still probably say that's strong, but like I could see the argument for it, absolutely. But going back to 3 discards and having it still be $4, I think that's just crazy. Also, I want to see a Faceless Joker buff just because I don't think Faceless Joker needs to be buffed by any means at all. At all. I don't think Faceless Joker needs a buff. Let me just make myself perfectly clear on that. But Faceless Joker needs to see the limelight just because every motherfucker who plays this game for like 21 hours and then thinks that they know everything about it is like, oh, Faceless sucks ass because it's got like this more complex like caveat to it than rebate. And it caps out, whereas rebate doesn't. So Faceless Joker is bad, and it's just like, no, man. Rebate's just disgusting. It's not that Faceless Joker sucks, man. It's that rebate is the fucking Mike Tyson of economy jokers, and every other economy joker is like a 4th grader who's really interested in like boxing. Faceless is getting a buff technically. You kind of got me there, honestly. That's, you know what? And I'm okay with that being the buff for it. I ain't gonna lie. Faceless Joker is ass until I pass it up and find a Pareidolia in the next shop. Nah, man. Faceless Joker's just not ass. Full stop. I could see Faceless being +6 or 7. Laugh. Nah, I really couldn't see it being +7. I want to say that I could see it being +7 just because, again, I want it to get the limelight. But if I'm being realistic and looking at this from an objective perspective, hashtag the white M&M, rebate being at 5 is like completely reasonable. I would even say rebate being at, or not rebate, fuck. Faceless being at 5 is completely reasonable. I would even say Faceless right now is like one of the better econ jokers in the game. Definitely one of the better common rarities, but even just like in the entire game, I feel like it's pretty easily abusable. Especially with the builds that use it the best, right? With the builds that use it the best being the best in the meta is what I'm getting at. The white M&M, the white wrapper? Yeah, what's wrong with that? I'm confused. Faceless gets balanced by blue stake. Yeah, I mean, I still think it's really good. with the introduction of the +1 discard. That doesn't make any sense because like you know, obviously it's getting buffed, so it would be good. I think it's good right now. Like I think it's above average right now. I think with the blue stake buff, it'll be fantastic if it's kept at $5. I could maybe even see you putting it to $4 when we get the discard back. But again, that would make me really sad, not because I don't think it would be a good balance change, but because Faceless Joker receives so much shit from people who like just don't know how to play this video game. And that makes me mad on Faceless Joker's behalf. Turning all queens to hearts to prep for flush 5 unlock. Yeah, I haven't done the flush 5 unlock like 6 consecutive times, and I really need to lock in on that if I'm being honest here. You know what will be the biggest winner with +1 discard? Delgrat. That shit would be dog shit to one of the best income jokers in one update. Plus $6 per round for no reason is crazy. That's assuming that we don't otherwise rebalance pair builds, which I feel like probably will be the case. But like if pair builds get worse, then delayed grat's still gonna be dog shit. But yeah, delayed grat post blue stake rework. $4 Joker that gives you $6 and it doesn't, and like if you're playing pairs anyway, it's just like you get that $6 no matter what. Like yeah, that's pretty sexy. No. Let's hold on to you. Probably we don't need const. There's the bones. There's the photo. There's the Jokajola. Ooh. You need to skip for every single tag to unlock it, so maybe we take the Jokajola here just to justify skipping for one of the shittier tags. Nah, because, like, we're playing white stake, so eventually we'll just get a throwback run, and then we can just fucking full skip our nuts off, because white stake is free low. I think I'm thinking too hard. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the one run where I don't draw a full house. Granted, I am drawing like kind of a fucking idiot for it, but I digress. I think flush still wins. We have a level in flush, right? Yeah, we have a level in flush and a ×3 vampire. It's 2,000 point needle. Yeah, flush definitely still wins here. Let's just make shit in the hearts. We'll unlock Bloodstone so that I don't have to like look at him again. Straight flush. I guess we could have straight flushed. Nah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with not straight flushing. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Although we definitely could have, and it kind of makes me sad that I didn't have the foresight to see that, but like, I digress. I put it on the wrong side. That doesn't matter, but that's that's something that I need to remedy. Unlock Brainstorm. I think there will be better opportunities to unlock Brainstorm. Although we could have just argued it, or we could have just unlocked it like right there. Jolden ticket? I don't think I want that. If we're doing Vamp Midas shit, then no, I definitely don't. Never punished white stake moment? Yeah, literally. Literally, bruv. Surdy? I don't want a Surdy. Pareidolia is just way too... This is one of those things where, like, we don't need this, but we're in white stake, so we might as well take it, just because, like, this is the funniest thing of all time. I guess since we have Vamp, it's not strictly, like, a silly play. Since we have Vamp specifically, this is actually, like, pretty good for us. Ticket would be $400. Yeah, but like, do we need the $400 immediately? I think Amphi. I think Amphi was joking when they said that, but like, I do think he's kind of onto something at the end of the day. Like, I think the longer we can go without putting satellite in the pool, maybe the better, man. Now we need Sock for maximum silly. I don't think Sock would do anything since I skipped Jolden ticket, but I digress. Let's do one of these. I guess I have a gold seal. That could be something for Sock, I guess. Bang, get me out. Give me my Jold. Wait, that didn't get me out. That's actually kind of glorious, because now I get more... I guess I'm losing money, but I get more Vamp scaling, which is funny. Oh, shit, I completely forgot about Pareidolia. I'm stupid. Now you need Splash. Yeah, Splash. Oh, Splash would actually be so funny here. We'll take the Uranus to put it in the collection. What's the one I need a Mars card in the collection. Dusk? I don't want that. At least not yet. Let's just Fool, I guess. Sure. Take one of these. I don't want the Celestial pack. I hadn't discovered that pack yet, so maybe I should have just ripped it, but I digress. Let's go for the... let's do one of these. Hungman. Okay, that was a pretty good play. Remember, always base your thoughts on results and never on what could happen, because it didn't. Smash like. Sock is 300 played face card, so probably no Sock for a while. Oh, shice. Good comms, though. Hashtag team results oriented. Exactly. Exactly, bro. Do one of these just to make more gold. I did not mean to do that, but, like, you know, this is what it is. Scary face we don't need for sure. Go away. Mars, okay. So we have all of the non-hidden planets. Now we just need to be, like, flushing our house and shit like that. Let's do one of these. He's throwing for content in White Stake. I mean, yeah, man. It's the safest place to do it. But YouTube Shorts viewers don't know that. Do one of these. Mind Buddha. Ship it. Nice. We got the dice! Oh, let's go! Bull! That's big! Okay, this is way too funny to not take. What, are you kidding me? What, are you kidding me? This is way too funny to not take. I can't believe this is the first seed that we get when we're not gold stake streaking. You know how happy I would have been if we got this while gold stake streaking? Granted, all of these would have had to have been stickerless, which is what Chatter's brought up previous to now, and that's like the biggest problem with that line of thinking, but like I digress. It could happen, okay? It could. W Joel, baby. Vampire eating good, bro. Vampire eating good. Okay. Getting splash on gold stake streaking? Holy. Dude, but that's what would make it so good. Cause like, outside of literally the exact setup that I have, what the fuck is splash doing in gold stake? Literally nothing, man. At all. At all. Nine clams, give me the Hermie. Splash underrated, throw in a random glass on my pair game. I don't know, man. That's just not worth the Joker slot. Like, at all. If you're and here's my justification for this. If you're at the point with pairs where you have the levels to where tossing in a glass, unless it's like a boss blind like situation where like tossing in a glass gets you out of a needle or something, that's different. But outside of super niche shit like that, if you're at the point where glass is contributing that well to your pair game, meaning you have like a level 20 pair in my eyes, bro, that shit's win more as fuck. Which like you can still justify picking it up, but like I don't like win mooring in gold stake streaking unless it's like airtight. Because I'm dumb. Business card, flower pot. Flower pot's the only justification where I think it's actually like considerable. And even then, like, Is it worth the Joker slot? Probably on Flower Pot because it makes Flower Pot not whiff. But I don't know. It's still like super finicky. I think Splash needs something to set it aside. Or to like further, you know, justify playing it. Because right now it's only good for like hyper niche synergies, and even for those hyper niche synergies, it makes the synergy like marginally better, man. Like marginally better. You need to water your dog shit flowers. Business card Chad Splash is game winning? Yeah, bro, but like Chad business card is game winning, man. Like I don't think Splash is adding jack shit to that like combo, if I'm being honest. Cuz you're just chatting face cards anyway, man. Like so Splash is adding $1 if you're splashing in like one face card. At most it's adding $2, and that's like hyper specific. Also, what the fuck hand are you playing where you're splashing in 4 face cards? So it's not even doing that, but like you know what I'm getting at. Chad business card just wins. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Even in shit like this, like, okay, even if we got this build in Gold Stake, this is exactly what I'm talking about when I say Splash needs something more. Is Splash Vamp Mask better than Vamp Mask? Yeah. Especially with the existence of Paradolia? Yeah. At the end of the day, is this win more as shit, even for Gold Stake? Yeah. Yeah, like big time, bro. I would rather, if we're Gold Stake streaking and I see a Splash, it's fun, but I would rather just like have a fucking, like, I would rather have the Mr. Bones in this slot that we saw earlier or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like Splash is very much like a hiker for me, where like there are builds for it and there are combos for it that do get results, but outside of like the most hyper niche scenarios, if you're taking either of those jokers, it's win more, man. It's win more. Yeah, we can just do this. How many gold cards until we have 3 cards until the entire deck is gold, and then we can kind of just fuck about. Midas Vamp is already one joker that doesn't actually give you score to support the other that does. I mean, you're technically correct. You're not even technically correct. You're very correct. But Midas is like, I feel like Midas is the poster child joker for like, okay, you're giving up a slot for something at the end of the day doesn't really contribute, but like Midas is the fucking GOAT. So I don't really put Midas in that category. Although like I understand what you're saying. If you have Midas in your slots, you're scoring less. But Midas just generates such a fucking obscene amount of money that I would never like put him in that category, even though he's definitely in that category. But like, yeah, it is. I mean, it's a utility joker at the end of the day. We never get rid of the jack here, right? And then we just play this and we don't play the 9. You would sell Midas without Vamp, you just don't keep his ass when you have your cards golded already? Yeah, that's fair. Das ist fair, das ist fair. I guess I'm thinking of Eternal Midas. Whenever I think of Midas, I think of Eternal Midas so that I can justify it to the Type A chatter that's like, actually, Eternal Midas is dog shit. I have that argument way more in my head than I do with actual Type A chatters, but like the 3 people who have unironically said that in my comments sections just actually pissed me off so much that now it lives in my head rent-free. Actually, Midas Mask Eternal is like really bad because it golds the cards and then it does nothing. Yeah, you fuck, but 12 gold cards in your deck from the beginning of the game. Like, do you realize how obscene that much money is? Like, come on, man. Eternal Midas plus Vampire. Yeah. Zevian with the raid. Thank you for the raid. Hope you had a fantastic stream, man. We got 100% Balatro. Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. That's good shit, bro. We get some dubs in chat for the 100% Balatro. Funny that you should mention that. Funny that you should mention that. We're starting 100% Balatro. We started a new profile tonight. We're going for We're going for 0 to 100%. Oh shit, we have Mark. Honestly, I feel like that's the biggest nothing burger of all time. With Mark, we just discard down to Mystic Summit value, and then we just fucking play 5 cards every time. And when we have the plus 15 from Mystic Summit, we're getting like Giga Score still. We're getting that this stream too. Fuck no. Fuck no. Well, I mean, we're going for it, but we're not getting it, bro. A voucher unlocked. Oh, I gotta study up on the vouchers real quick, because I feel like a lot of the vouchers have really annoying unlocks. It's been so long since I like had to unlock shit, man. Spend a total of 2,500 at the shop. That's freelo. We're gonna be doing that anyway. Redeem at least 10 voucher cards in a run. That's not freelo aside from voucher tag or like hieroglyph petroglyph. And even hieroglyph petroglyph, we're redeeming every voucher from ante 1, right? So this is actually not freelo. We maybe have to go into endless for that. I'm glad I looked at that. This is freelo with the amount of games that we're playing. This is free. We'll probably fucking have this unlocked at the end of this game. 25 tarot cards from any Arcana pack. That's free. That's free. That's, I mean, like, that's not happening this stream, presumably, but, like, at the end of the day, that's going to be super easy. Same shit. Total of 50 tarots from the shop. This is seed money right here, because that's the only tier 2 that we've unlocked, right? Buy a total of 50 tarots from the shop. That's probably free. This is probably free. Redeem blank 10 total times. That's a pain in the ass, because I'm not going to save scum that, but that's free at the end of the day. Especially in white stake. Buy a total of 20 playing cards. I have to... Okay, so we just have to throw, like, a white stake game for doing... The instant that we see hologram, we just have to throw a white stake game and hope that a magic trick pulls up. And then just rinse and repeat until we've done this shit. Discover 25 blinds. That's free eventually. Reach ante 12. Okay, so we have to go into endless to unlock this anyway. Is this petroglyph, I think? So we'll just go into endless this run, I guess, and that gives us some extra time, especially with a run that generates this much money. That gives us some extra time to maybe run into some other unlocks. Kind of wishing that I hadn't passed that Jolden ticket, but I digress. Just do like one ante 12 run and you're good. You need to do that anyway. Yeah, precisely. So how many vouchers do I have right now? 3, and we're on ante 6. So that's exactly 7 more vouchers in the pool. So I just have to redeem every single voucher from here on out, and then we'll go to ante 12. I think that's probably fine. Bootstraps, 2 polychromes. Oh shit, I forgot about that. My bad, my bad. Also, I should have unlocked Misprint for the collection. Anyway, we'll take the blue seal, even though we definitely don't need it at this point. I haven't unlocked any of these. Kind of don't want to. We'll take a skip there. What's Misprint? Poop strap. Poop strap is crazy. Albeit justified. No, I mean the unlock. It doesn't have an unlock, but like it's just not in the collection yet, right? Okay, thanks. Yeah. No worries. Oh, fuck, I need to play you so I can put gold on you. Damn it! W Hermit. W Hermit. I'm just gonna win with a fucking pair. Yeah, I'm pair maxing even in white stake, pussy. What are you gonna do about it? Ooh, gift card? Ooh. One more blind to buy. Tarot Merchant. It's free roll, or not free roll, but re-roll, as it were. So many suits jokers, yo. What am I even looking for in these shops? I don't really know. 100% lossless, do it. So I'm gonna try and do it. I said this at the beginning of stream many times. I'm going to try to do it because at the end of the day, I do think it's feasible. That shit is not happening. At all. At all. Not happening. But I'm going to try at the very least. You already lost 6 times. Okay, 5 of those were needed. Okay, because we need to unlock Mr. Bones. And then the other one, I didn't know that you were supposed to go to menu to get the Bones unlocked. So I didn't see a pop-up on my screen. Thought I didn't unlock them. That seems very reasonable to me. And if anybody agrees in chat, I'm going to find them and shoot them 12 times in the chest in Minecraft and while playing GTA. But not in GTA, because I just said in Minecraft. Are you getting all this? Anyway, let's play the 4 Oak. What are we talking about? 100% completion with 100% win rate? Yes. I think it's feasible. I don't think I'm doing it, but I am going to try. This is a scenario where we're going to try our hardest to get 100% lossless, and if I lose, I'm not resetting. And we're just going to get 100% because we have to get 100% anyways. But I think it's like extraordinarily feasible. Like I said, I think the biggest problem, aside from like it being the ultimate endurance test and like you having to lock in for that amount of time, I think the biggest problem is just like RNG checks like Jokerless and stuff like that. I think that I unironically think the biggest RNG check in the entire game for this challenge would be Golden Needle. I haven't played Golden Needle more than like twice in my entire life, so I don't know if it boils down to an RNG check, but Golden Needle very much boils down to if you... in my head, Golden Needle very much boils down to if you don't get a Molt Joker in the first shop, like, you're cooked. Unless you get, like, rebate on the next shop. Isn't it not feasible due to Mr. Bones unlock? Well, Mr. Bones unlock makes it impossible, but, like... at that point, I feel like you just ignore that shit, right? If it's physically impossible because you have to unlock Mr. Bones, I mean, you just lose 5 times out of the gate, and then you just ignore that shit. Just get rebate Acrobat, man. It's that easy. True. It's already hard, but the most RNG check thing is seeing water. Water is almost an insta-lose. I forgot that water was, like, not banned on that challenge. Yeah, water... after doing all of those challenges, water Golden Needle would be fucking crazy. That would be so sad. That would be so sad. Also, what am I strengthing here? I guess just queens, yeah, and we just play kings, I guess. I don't fucking know, man. I just work here. I died to water on Golden Needle tonight. Do challenges early then. Well, that's what I'm saying. If you were doing this optimally, which hopefully we're going to do, I think you do just get challenges out of the way. I think you need to beat the first 10 challenges to unlock every challenge, right? I think the angle is you win. Okay. I think the optimal route for lossless 100% is as follows. Reset profile, queue in, lose 5 times, unlock Bones, not allowed to lose after that. Beat the first 5 decks that require like collection unlocks, right? Actually, I don't remember if green deck unlock requires a collection unlock, but beat the first 5 decks on white stake, freelo, unlock challenges, beat the first however many challenges until you unlock Golden Needle. As soon as you have Golden Needle unlockable, you play Golden Needle. If you lose, reset. If not, I think you play Jokerless. I don't think Cruelty is the RNG check that people think it is, because Cruelty early game is like the same shit as any other Balatro game, just like slightly worse, but it's white stake, so it balances out. I honestly don't think Cruelty is like a hurdle whatsoever, unless you get like a titanically bad seed, but then that's a hurdle on like literally any. If you get a bad enough seed to where it's like shitting on your Cruelty run, that's the equivalent of getting like a really bad seed on like yellow deck gold stake, right? So like that's not an RNG check anymore of like any more than anything else. So I think you go Golden Needle. If you beat Golden Needle, you move on to Jokerless, because Jokerless isn't an RNG check, but there are just some Jokerless seeds where it's kind of like a black deck gold stake situation where like I don't know. Maybe I'm just not experienced enough with with Jokerless, because I don't think anybody is experienced enough with Jokerless to know like the optimal line every time. But there are definitely seeds on Jokerless where it feels like if you play optimally, you just get fucked because like certain archetypes just suck in like specific seeds. I could be talking out my ass, although I will say I have the world record in Jokerless win streaks. So I'm not. I'm the definitive source of knowledge on the subject. But I digress. I think Golden Needle is like a coin flip RNG check. I think Jokerless is like 80% of the time. If you lock in, you're fine, but maybe 20% you're like completely fucked. So I think you do Jokerless just to get that out of the way. If you beat those, then I don't think any of the other challenges matter. I don't think anything up until like Purple Stake matters, and even Purple Stake only probably matters on like Plasma deck. And then Orange Stake kind of sucks on all of the decks that aren't like A tier or above. And then Gold Stake is just you need to win 15 Gold Stake games in a row, which is hard. Obviously, but I think that's the optimal line. That check out for everyone. Do challenges have all Jokers unlocked even if you don't have them on your profile? I don't believe so. However, since challenges are locked to Gold Stake, since challenges are locked to White Stake, I don't think that matters at all. Because like at the end of the day, for every single challenge that exists in this game, I mean like Photo Chat is unlocked. I guess Chat isn't unlocked from the beginning of the game, but Photo is unlocked at the beginning of the game, and so is like Dusk. You know what I mean? Beat Golden Needle with Supernova, Burger, Card Sharp, and Pairs. I think my Nova was 60 by the end. That's actually so much aura. A Burger Card Sharp build on Golden Needle is like hilarious. That's huge. Let's buy you. Speaking of Burger, I'm gonna rotate out tarot cards just so that we're buying tarot cards for like the one voucher that cares about us buying tarot cards. I don't know why I'm really caring about unlocking all this shit at the very beginning. I think this is like very seldom gonna matter, but I digress. We can do this and then we can fool a Sun card for another like flush house angle. Give me 5 oak level. No 5 oak level. I do want to get secret hands out of the way as soon as possible, just so I don't have to fucking, like, look at them ever again. Me another jack. That works. Me another king. That works. Cool. Cool, cool. Alright, so we'll do... Let me just fucking, like, win here. I think the vamp being this high is fine. We'll do flush house unlock here. And then we can try and do Flive. Mods kill this guy for lying on stream. Wait, what? What do you mean? Me when I fucking lie. Wait, what? What do you mean? My builds keep on plateauing around anti-4. Sorry, I saw your chat in YouTube chat, but I didn't read it because I'm like dumb. I apologize. My builds keep on plateauing around anti-4 no matter how much I do econ on Gold Stake. Any advice at all? Because I've been throwing myself at it for the past week and only got one run to anti-7. What builds do you play mostly, and what deck do you play? Because there could be some problems there. Mostly Gold Stake, the advice that I'm going to give you for Gold Stake is just play more of it and watch people play more of it if you want to get like much better. Because a lot of it just, I mean, it's a very unsatisfactory answer, but a lot of it does just boil down to like play time. You start to recognize patterns and start to recognize which plays are better than others. But there are like some things that you can do to change your play. You can play on a better deck if it's not like a deck that you're like super attached to. And then you can also bias more towards pair builds. Because pairs are, if you're not playing pairs are like the best build in the entire game. Unless you're on checkered deck, but if you're on checkered deck, you're a chud. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I try and run pairs most of the time with the occasional straight. I run Gold Stake on yellow and Ghost right now. Yeah, if you're playing pairs on yellow and Ghost, I mean, you're you got the fundamentals, so to speak. So I think it's again, I know it's like super unsatisfactory because you're looking for like an immediate answer, but like it probably is just going to boil down to like play more of the game and you'll start to realize more of the winning paths. Also, I have to say it. I said it in my one video that I made about like how to get your first win in Balatro, but I have to say it just because so many people who are like new to the game don't actually do it, myself included, for the longest time while I was playing Gold Stake. Know where your score is coming from, right? If you have a build and you're getting like the final calculation for your build is like 100 mult and like 20 chips, don't fucking buy like a card sharp, right? And this is like something that I was very much falling victim to when I first like picked up the game. Card sharp is still ×3. Okay, that's a bad example because it's multiplicative, so like at the end of the day it is still good. But like card sharp is always ×3. Yeah. That's a bad example, but like you get my point. X-Mult is X-Mult, you still take X-Mult. Yeah. Extraordinarily bad example on my part. But like know where your score is coming from. If you have super low chips and super high mult, don't be taking a plus mult joker. Like if you have that same situation where you have 20 chips and 100 mult, don't be taking Mystic Summit, right? Look for like a scary face, look for like a sly joker. That's like a super like, yeah, obviously like type of thing. Like you're probably like, what is this guy, a fucking idiot for even saying that? But like, I didn't like register that was how to play the video game until I was like probably a couple 100 hours in. Because you just get in a mode of like, oh, this joker's good, so I always take it. Mystic Summit's always good in the early game, so I'm gonna take it. And then you probably pass like a Sly Joker and 2 runners when you're taking this dumbass Mystic Summit when you already have like 3 plus mult jokers and now you're dying because your mult number is like extraordinary, but your chips are like awful, right? My internet just shat itself 1 second. That's crazy. Couldn't be me. Yo, I was a chud before I like actually locked in on Gold Stake, man. A chud. Well, I also played flushes on Gold Stake for the longest time. This guy seems to know Balatro. He should stream. No, that is true. That is true. It's kind of weird that he doesn't. Bang. Shock walked away from enlightenment. If your score only comes from 1 joker, the rest better be econ. Yeah, that's also a fair take for sure. I've not really been paying attention to this run. I think we went into Vessel, right? It's fucking white stake. I'm treating this like it's goddamn Gold Stake streaking, man. Of course we fucking went into Vessel. Hello, peoples. What's up, Ben? Welcome in. Green deck, let's go. And Chad. Get shit on. Okay, we need this voucher. We need to start pivoting this. Yeah, we win against Vessel. We need to start pivoting this into like a retrigger build, ideally, so that we can go to higher antes. That also works, just because like Polychrome is good. I guess we keep Banana, huh? ×18 Pareidolia is like good enough here. Or Vamp is good enough. We can sell Pareidolia. Do I take a Squimbo anti-8? It's white stake. I'll say it. That's all I'm going to say. It is white stake, though. You got to realize. Eris card. Shock, do you watch wrestling? And if so, who's your favorite wrestler? I do not watch wrestling at all. At all. Is this vanilla Balatro? This is vanilla Balatro, yes. Well, there's a couple of quality of life mods. The numbers below the jokers is not vanilla. Nor is like my deck setup, but no like additional content. It's all just like UI and quality of life. Is this the very first run? This is the very first run. Yeah. Well, first winning run. We lost 5 games to unlock Bones, and then I lost an additional game because I didn't see an unlock pop up, and I didn't know you had to go to the menu, so I just assumed that I miscounted. Very first run and already throwing idiot. All right, time that motherfucker out for 10 minutes. We'll see who the real idiot is, pussy. Just kidding. Why would you do that? Yo, typical type A chatter, man. Typical type A chatter. Rage baits, gets yelled at for rage baiting, gets punished for rage baiting. Streamer, why would you punish me? I was kidding, bro. Typical type A chatter. Crazy. Am I crazy to say that campfire on on white stake gets us to ante 12 if we just lock in? I feel like I'm not crazy to say that. Albeit I might be a little crazy to suggest such a thing. Yes, you're crazy. I feel like I'm not, man. We have a times 18 vampire. In the grand scheme of our score, I sell 4 things to the campfire, and I have almost a times 40 at my disposal. Actually, with the polychrome drunkard, I have more than a times 40, but I digress. Gold stake ante 12 is times 4 white stake. Yeah, I don't know what ante 12 is on gold stake though. I don't think I've played endless gold stake since whenever the last time I played multiplayer was. You guys say that like I just have this on lock. Ante 12 is 1.2 billion. Okay, so maybe that's not the most feasible thing in the world. I don't know, man. We can scale campfire quite a bit though. That's all I'm saying. Obviously, if I see re-triggers, you know, I'm going to be taking the re-triggers. But if we don't, I'm just saying, we got options. What the fuck even is endless? I forgot you don't need to clear ante 12. Oh, yeah, no, that is true. We don't need to clear ante 12. Yeah, maybe we're overthinking this a little bit. That's entirely possible. Let's do one of these since we're just like looking for score. Let's do one of these. Okay, I guess we'll do this. Let's do one of these. Let's do one of these. Sell your dumbass. Sell both of y'all's dumbasses. 3 more kings. I'm going to keep it a buck. I just don't want to play all the cards from my deck. Let's just ship this. Okay. We get idle. Let's go endless. I almost clicked new run just out of like habit. We get the blueprint. Let's go. Let's go. Times 20 vampire W. GG, close one. No, truth nuke, bro. Fucking close as shit. Oh my god, we stickered banana. Let's go, man. Okay, real talk. I just thought of something in my noodle that's kind of insane. That's kind of insane. Real talk here. You know what would be an absolutely wild challenge? C++ lossless. Okay, C++ lossless. Here's the kicker. You have to go up through the stakes sequentially. So it's not a situation where like, oh, you just play only gold stake and then you get 8 stickers at a time. You have to go every white stake sticker, every red stake sticker. That would take way too much time. Way too much time. But if you did that, you would be the best player in the world and it wouldn't even be close. If somebody outside of Doc did that, they would be better than Doc. Yeah, see like 7 pluses. Legendaries would actually disembowel you. Yeah, maybe a little. On every deck for each of them. Okay, that's getting a little psychotic. I mean, what I suggested was a little psychotic, but that's going absolutely insano style. That's getting a little crazy, man. All right, so now we just roll for the blueprint and then we win, yeah? I think that's the angle. Give me my purple seals. Actually, give me my blue seal, and then we can just go for flush 5s for the levels. Long term, yeah. Bang. The Bloons tower defense black border. Yeah, exactly, bro. The pyramid challenge. Streamer, does the boss mean that we're dead? What's the boss? I didn't even peep it. See, I hate that you asked that because somebody in chat is actually going to be like, oh my god. We might be cooked here, guys. This boss is bad. Here's the Jolden ticket. I think that ship has sailed. Although we could still get the $400 if we go Jolden ticket here. I guess it's just better than banana. I'm trying to get the Cavendish here, but like that's just not happening. Let's keep it real. Hollow Glum? Think not. That one says infinite money, right? Give me one of these. I don't think I'm worried about sixth sensing my shit right now, and then give me one of these. I guess I'm on white stakes, so maybe I should be worried about sixth sensing my shit, but I'm really not. Are there any jokers that we unlock, Manip? I'm gonna keep it a stack, probably, but I'm just not fucking going to, because that sounds excruciating. If I'm keeping it real, if you're trying to do this lossless, there are absolutely jokers that you unlock, Manip, but that sounds... I mean, at that point, bro, if you're trying to win, like, gold... If you're trying to win gold stake runs and get gold stickers while unlock manipping, I mean, you're gonna spend less time just, like, losing 60 games in and resetting. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I think that's... If you're playing optimally and you have all the time in the world, I think that's always the play. I'm just not doing that shit, like, ever. I guess I do this because of Jordan ticket, yeah. Yo, where my blueprint at, though? Where my blueprint at? I don't want to strip gold from any of the non-faces, so I'm not going to play the non-faces with ticket, but we can do stuff like that every now and again. Do we unlock Manip? Hit the road. No, I don't think so. Unironically, I don't think you do if you're playing optimally either. Maybe you do because it's in the rare slot, but like, bro, for gold stake maxing, like most of the rare jokers are just slop anyway, no? Like rare jokers, the ones that you care about are just like high rolls. What are the rares that you have unlocked at the beginning of the game? Vagabond? Really good if you get it early. Really shit if you get it like anytime after ante 4, I would say. Baron's ass on the vast majority of gold stake games, and then every other rare that I can recall off the top of my head is not available at the beginning of the game. Oh, Campfire. Campfire's good, so that would be a plus. Blueprint is only as good as your best jonkler. That is true. This is kind of a funny shop, huh? Blueprint is basically available at the beginning, right? Yeah, Blueprint you can't manip. Nor would you really feasibly be able to manip the rare, like, don't play X hand cards unless you just play high card literally every run. Technically, you can take out a good third of the jokers, the rare jokers, by manip. Yeah, but I'm saying, how much does that actually matter in the grand scheme? Enough to do it? Maybe. Not enough for me to want to invest the time. I'm just going to keep it real. Could. I think it's a marginal difference is what I'm getting at, and it's for like, it's a marginal difference for like way more work, right? We're into the grayish green boss though. Buddy, we have a times 21 vampire and we're on white stake. This boss is less than gold stake ante-8 boss. I think we'll manage. I think we do have to sell Campfire to do this though. To do both. Because I don't want to get rid of the mask because then Vampire just sucks away all of our gold, but I also don't want to get rid of Vampire because he's a fucking times 20. So I think we do sell the Campfire. I think that's fine though. Here's the Mime. Don't think we want that. I think selling Campfire is like correct here. I hate it. Don't get me wrong, I don't like it either, but I think it's just what you do in this situation. You should unlock Manip Showman, just skip ante 4 every run. RIP Campfire, true. I miss them already. Bro, don't make me cry. Please. Gone but not forgotten, bro. Gone but not forgotten. Can we get some 07s for our fallen comrade, Campfire? It was a close battle. Did I buy the voucher That was literally the entire point. Outside of getting the anti-12 unlock, that was literally the entire point of us going to anti-12 initially, was to buy all the vouchers that I am holding 10 vouchers. Fallen? Wait, I know that, gal. Oh, true. It was overstonks. Okay, fire. I don't want any of this. Is there an achievement for, like, getting a polychrome card? I don't remember. I don't want a purple seal. I just don't care. Card sharp. Whatever. Zavasa. No. I can't get my purple seal payoff. Fuck. This is the only offsuit king, right? Now we have one more. Don't make me do it. Does this win? No shot, right? It's 55 chips. Yeah, no. In 0 realities, does that win? W foil. This will replace the steel with gold. I think that's fine. W money. Whoa, that's me? Hell yeah. Okay, we do one of these. 2 kings swinging back. Yeah, so we can do one of these. I guess we always play high cards, though, right? So we're getting the maximum amount of Jolden ticket value. I was thinking more so in hanging Chad re-triggers, but I guess if we're denying pairs, then we're getting like -$4. Which in fairness doesn't fucking matter, but like it could, I guess. Cool. Do we unlock Manip Throwback? Unironically, no. Because you want to have payoff for skipping every blind in White Stake, because to put the skip tags in your collection, you need to skip for them. And most of them are just dog ass. The only way that you're doing that is if you have like a good, really good build in White Stake, and Throwback like helps with that. Okay, so we unlock it now. Save, quit, and resume. Throwback is just continue a run. Right. Oh, I guess that doesn't count if you die, right? So yeah, maybe we do that real quick. Oh god, we're gonna get like all the notifs. Surdy, blue deck. This is Jolden ticket. Showman. License. Yellow deck. Dice. Money tree. I have no idea how I would even go about pronouncing that name, but I appreciate the follow. Welcome in. Throwback is save scumming. Yeah. Astronomer, green deck. This is Chad. I don't remember what this is actually. Flower pot, that's right. Idol is 1 mil. The Order, Blueprint, Magic deck, Boots. Okay. And then we go back in and we get Throwback, Pog. Is that the only pop-up that you get mid-game? Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think that has any relevancy whatsoever, but that would be kind of neat if it was the case. I feel like that's literally the only pop-up that you ever get mid-game, right? Which seems intuitive. Go for the hang'em. Why are we rolling? Oh yeah, I kind of fucking forgot that the whole point was to get like $400, and we got Jolden ticket. Chad will be fine on that front. Trust. To feel something? Yeah, exactly. See, they get it. They get it. I mean, we're still making buku bucks. Let's not get it twisted, man. Moon card. Imagine if we nan this run. Impossible. Is it impossible? Yeah, I guess at this point we would have needed the Perkeo like way earlier. You should sell vampires so you can play your non-face gold cards. No. No brainstorm unlocked. Yeah, I guess that's also very true. I don't know though. At the end of the day with Showman, does that matter? Like 8 nat negative blueprints, easy? Yeah, exactly, bro. I think the best feeling in Balatro is having the score on fire before you play your hand against the anti-8 boss, especially on Jokerless. Bro, getting a good Jokerless start with like 2 Saturn cards and you just get to see the flames before your hand even plays in the first, like, in all of the blinds in like anti-2. No better feeling, honestly. That's unironically probably like a contribution to why I like Jokerless so much. I'm just going to keep it real. That unironically has something to do with it. I did 4 Oak to beat it. Okay, you just don't get it. I'm just kidding. Nah, it's like the same thing though, right? Okay, now... Okay, we did find the other king, so we can go like this. Give me the blue seal, thank you! I think we keep Justice eventually. 4 Oak scales so well, I love it. I like Straight a little bit more because it scales better in the early game, and I think it's a little bit better on the early game finance, and I suck more at the early game than I do at the late game. That said, if you get a good seed for 4 Oak, I would say 4 Oak is like a good bit harder to get off the ground in the early game, but if you get some shit where it's like a strength card and like a Grim or like an Immolate and a strength card, some shit that gives you a lot of deck fixing and makes 4 Oak easy in the early game. Free low. Such a freeing Jokerless run, bro. Hey Shock, how's it focused? What's up, Will? Negative for the Verdant Leaf, Truth Nuke. Glow Up unlock. Wait, how do you get Glow Up? Oh, is Glow Up 5? Yeah, Glow Up is 5 editioned Jokers, right? So I guess that is unironically the play. What do we do here? I think we turn that guy into gold, and then we just pop an Emperor. Damn it! Do we ever reroll this boss? I think no. Okay, yeah, knowing that that's what we go into, I would say definitely not. Maybe just strip gold. We can hang that ace anyway. I won Jokerless with Flush once. It was peak. Isn't that how Harold won it? His first try? Not his, like, first try, but that's how he won his first and only Jokerless win, was with flushes. What a chud, bro. Like, W's, because that's very on brand and is really funny, but, like, bro. Having your first Jokerless win be with flushes is actually crazy. First win flush is mad funny. It was the main one for Raffle as well. Wait, Raffle won their first Jokerless with flush? There's no shot. I won Jokerless first with flush as well. That's crazy. I just win with flush because I want to prove something? That's whack as shit, bro. I won Jokerless first try, which I was so immensely proud of myself for, but I did it on straights, yo. You will not catch my ass even attempting Jokerless flush. Fuck that. I had a run where I got like 9 Jupiters by anti-3 all natural. Okay, maybe if that was the setup, then yeah, you could probably convince me. But on my own volition? Fuck no, bro. What? He simply has no whimsy? Damn straight, man. Listen, this is exactly what happened when I got into competitive Pokemon, okay? When I got into, getting into competitive Pokemon, I had whimsy, okay? I liked Pokemon that were terrible, but that I just had a personal affinity for, like Barbaracle and like Weezing neutralizing gas, okay? Then I got into competitive, and then I realized, oh shit. A lot of these Jokers that I haven't, a lot of these Pokemon that I have an affinity for actually suck ass. And then I stopped liking them as much. And that's just the pipeline. Streamer unlock brainstorm? Nah, you can't make me. You can't make me. I'm giving myself a challenge, yo. Any of you guys messed with Calypso Lemonade? The blue Raz? It's pretty good. Awful for you, so I make it a point to not drink more than like 2 a month, but they were on sale when I went to Walmart last, so I had to grab one. Hello, Balatro streamer that randomly decided to show up for me. Hello, random YouTube chatter who decided to click on my stream that randomly showed up for them. Bad news, we don't one-shot the boss. No, it's fine, bro. What do you mean? It's fine, man. We just get like 1 chariot card and then we're chilling. You guys are freaking out, bro. Freaking out. Or we just reroll into Needle for the lower score requirement. Trust. I think it's unironically never an unlock brainstorm angle here. Actually, we have such a thin deck that we could probably do it, but I kind of don't have the patience for it. We'll put a pin in that because brainstorm unlock's pretty sexy here. Bye-bye. Death card, huh? Death card, huh? Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just not doing that. I think that ship has sailed. I'm going to keep it a buck. I'm going to keep it a buck, Twin. I think if I do that, I'm going to get my dick twisted. Just get glass? Oh, yeah, that's also true. Those who know. Any knowers in chat? We do it on Magic deck with Suit Changer. Yeah, that could work. That could work. I know. What's up, Eric? Hi, why is everything gold? Pareidolia. Next question. What an absolutely deranged thing to say outside of, like, exactly the context that we're all invested in. Hi, why is everything gold? Oh, pareidolia. Oh, that makes sense. This would have gotten all of us locked up in an institution, like, not even that long ago in the grand scheme of things. In the grand scheme of the world, not even that long ago, everybody in this chat and myself would have all been in, like, an asylum for saying shit like this. Okay, so I'm going to play a flush 5 with a gold seal on the first card because Hanging Chad re-triggers it, and then we should win with the photograph and vampire boosts. We're going to get a bunch of money from my golden ticket, which gives me gold when I score gold. And then Vampire Mask, there's a combo there that strips the gold and reapplies it, and it makes the vampire's score go up. If I say that in, like, 1929, they're locking my ass up, bro. They're probably not even that long ago. Like I said, if I see that in, like, 1962, they're like, okay, hey, we got a nice pair of socks for you in this room here. You want to come with us? Blah, 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 just put the cards in the score. Twitch chat will never understand nuance, bro. Imagine explaining Balatro to someone in, like, 2020. That is... You know, that is really funny that I'm like, oh, yeah, if I would say this in 1962, it would get locked up. Yeah, you're kind of right. My ass would get locked up post-COVID if I said this. In 2021, if I was like, oh, the plant is going to nuke my face cards build, I need a director's cut voucher, or I need, like, a luchador, literally everybody would be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Scambot. Scambots really still pull... I thought scambots were a thing only if you have, like, 10 average viewers or less. Scambots really still pull up if you have, like, 40 people in chat? I mean, I don't want to toot my own horn by any means, but... I thought scambots stopped after you got a certain amount of viewers. That shit used to drive me up a tree, I will say. When I was an up-and-coming streamer and I would have, like, 2 viewers in my chat, bro, literally, if you're streaming on Twitch present day with, like, 2 concurrent, every other person that chats is a bot trying to commission art. I'm not even remotely exaggerating. It's probably a higher rate than that. That shit would drive me up a tree, dude. Could I please have a 1-minute timed out? No. You gotta be, honestly, you gotta be like 200 plus to properly stop any scam bots. I guess so, man. That's tragic. This could absolutely be a discard straight flush angle, right? Especially with the strength in hand. Actually, with the strength in hand, could we not just do it here? Yeah, I just strength these, and then we have it. Ace, king, queen, strength jack, strength 10. Yeah. Royal flush. Bang. Cool. All right, let's win now, or at least try to. I'm going to do one of these just to get golden ticket money and also conserve my discards for the other purple seal swinging at me, because I think I might need... Nah, I can guarantee the steel in hand, so I don't think it's that big of an issue, but like I would like to put more steel in the deck. If I can. Exclamation mark made it. And they replaced the username with Raffle. You know, +2 actually. Now that is true though. Raffle did slide into my DMs one day on Discord and he was like, yo, I think, you know, we're both streamers. I think there's something that we could do for each other, you know, like scratch my back, I scratch yours type shit. And I was like, damn, aren't you like the top person in the category? What do you need these like bots for? And he never got back to me. True story, actually. So this is the price for Raffle VIP. True! It all circles back, bro. All roads lead to Balatro, or to Balatro. All roads lead to Raffle VIP. Yo, W, Greedy Joker. Oh, fuck, I had the Greedy Joker in the wrong spot. Okay, we unlocked Satellite. Good shit. Give me this discard. I have 9 cards in the deck. I mean, I can guaranteed see every card in my deck, so give me this discard and just give me... Okay, well, now I can do this, and that's pretty sexy. But I can only discard one of these. Give me the steel, though, pretty please. Because I, like, kind of do need that to live. You gotta be fucking kidding me. That's crazy how we literally lose here if we are, like, down a hand or a wasteful voucher. Which, like, it's white stake, so why would we? But I digress. That's fucking bananas. Because this without steel, I'm pretty sure does not win. I could be mistaken. She chat on my ticket till I unlock Satellite. Best Joker unlocked? Holy? Yeah, true. Truth nuke, bro. The forbidden tech unlocked. We have Satellite, right? Yeah, we unlocked Satellite. We got the notif. I'm just now realizing that you guys probably can't see the unlocked notifs because they're behind my face cam. Am I correct? Or is my face cam high enough up now that they're behind chat? We can't keep going unless we roll like blueprint or something, right? I think there's something to be fair. I think there's something to be said about like rolling for blueprint here because there's an unlock where we need to buy 20 playing cards, so we could just re-roll the entire shop. If we find blueprint, maybe we keep going. I still don't think we do actually, but like it's possible if we get like some glass. And then we can continue rolling and trying to find cards to like take into the illusion voucher. I mean, like, we could maybe do that. Let's take the voucher first so that we unlock... Oh, that's clearance sale that you need the 10 vouchers. I guess we just always re-roll here, in fairness. 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe we just have enough money where I don't need 6. 7. Behave. Tempe. 6 cents. Hungman. There's the hologram. That's really funny, but, like, I don't want that. I've lost count. I'm just gonna continue to buy this shit, man. Could have been a glow-up unlock angle there if I had a brain cell, because we're not... I think even with Blueprint, we don't win. Should have taken that Justice card. Misplay number 2. Let's crack this Arcana pack real quick. Hang him. And then we can just death, like, this guy to not be blocking that, I guess. What can we find that would still win here? I guess we could happen upon an idol. That shit's not happening, but, like, it's possible. Tempe, reroll. Okay, well, we've at least knocked a bunch of cards off the list, as it were. Skip twice, too? Yeah. I was just about to say that. Thank you for also being locked in on that. Have I? Okay, yeah, I've used a tower. I guess we just sell both of these. We'll take familiars to get shit in the collection. Okay, so we're not winning here. So the angle is we skip twice just to unlock these skip tags arbitrarily. Onk it up? No, I'm not onking it up. We're on white stake, bro. There's better onk angles. But now we just unlocked 2 skip tags, and now we just lose. So we can just fucking do whatever. Bonk. Flush 5 level from a 1 of Priestess is kind of crazy, but I digress. Zawarudo. 2 steel. Surely this wins. Surely. Who up Unkin the Jokers? Not yet, but like hopefully I will be. Oh, just shy. Just shy. Wait, we have a straight. I've done it. I believe. All right, nobody tell him. He deserves to still have whimsy in his life. Do I mill here? I think I just barely don't mill, right? Or am I stupid? I'm too lazy to, like, actually think about it. Yeah, because I have 4 cards swinging back. Yeah, no, I just barely do not mill, if I'm not mistaken. Because I would have to be able to play 7 cards to mill. Also, even if this was only a hand of 5, I would still not mill. I would just die to 0 hands, right? Oh! The unintentional buzzer beater shoot the moon unlock. Bang, bro. All right, well, that was a good amount of unlocks. That was very nice. 7th loss now. SMH my head. Lossless 100% my ass. Okay, we got reroll glut too. Brainstorm, satellite. Was this petroglyph? I forgot. Yes, petroglyph. This is liquidation, fire, shoot the moon. Reroll the shop a total of 100 times. So we get reroll glut. Sell a total of 50 cards. We get burnt jongleur. Play a total of 300 faces. We get sock. Okay, those are some pretty damn good unlocks. I ain't gonna lie. We have Yuri now. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Good shit. W unlocks, man. Oh, who did that? What tarot card am I missing? What? Stars? Stars. Only tarot that I didn't use, or that I didn't purchase. All planets, 2 spectrals. Cringe. Haven't unlocked holographic. So we can maybe take like an anti-1 holo tag just to do that. Blinds will unlock eventually. I'm not worried about it. Same shit with vouchers. Vouchers, once I have... The big thing with vouchers is once I have money... Oh, reduce hand size down to 5 is also kind of difficult. So if we pop like a stuntman or something... I need to be on top of that. And we need to like onk a stuntman or some shit. Or we can just take a fuckload of ectos, I guess. And by a fuckload, I mean like 2. I gotta get all these exclamation marks out of my collection or it's gonna fucking piss me off. I'm sorry, chat. I'm just waffling. But yeah, once we have money in these runs, we need to be buying planets and tarots from the shop arbitrarily just to crank those vouchers out of the pool. Or out of the unlocks. Mr. Streamer, I know it's a bit late, but could we get a speedrun timer for while you do this? Do we want a timer? That actually seems like a pretty good idea. Chad, do we want a live split in the corner while we do this? Surely Constanti 2 this run? Yeah, maybe. Removing me from your collection? Rude. Do we red deck red stake or blue deck white stake? I think the optimal line is just going to be playing every deck in ascending stakes as much as we can. We're going to have to play one deck on every stake immediately just to unlock all the other decks. But I think the optimal line is going to be to play like ascending stakes. Everything on white, everything on red, etc. Can you make the live split cover your face? Yeah, for sure, I can do that. How long into the stream did I start this? We started... According to YouTube replay, we started about an hour and 26 ago, so I'll just start it right now at like an hour 30. Livesplit.exe. We'll round up a little bit since it's like the very start. I'll just have it start at an hour 30. It's also got an gotta update real quick, so that'll probably be perfect. Oh, never mind. That was the fastest update I've ever seen in my entire life. Okay, start at 1:30. That's not what I wanted at all. How many seconds are in an hour? Is it 3,600? Okay, that's an hour. Give me that format and then go hour 30. Can you make it the entire screen? Do I still have it on screen? I do still have it on screen. Pog. Okay, so we'll start it there. It's going to be a little off, but the margin of error is like quite literally 5 minutes. So I think it'll be fine at the end of the day. Okay, 2 hours, 9 minutes into stream. I got time for like one more run before I got to take my goofy ass to bed. So we'll just do blue deck, white stake. What unlocks can we go for like immediately? I'm not super worried about unlocks for the first handful of runs. I think we'll just be passively unlocking enough stuff where it's like fine. I'm not worried about it. I think we just go next. Just win a game. Thank you, streamer. I got you. Can you make it really tall and thin and lanky? No. Zowie. There's not the spades flush is what I meant to say. Investment tag out of the pool. Is investment tag even still the play on white stake? More than likely. I don't know, though. I feel like maybe your shops are more valuable on average in white stake, and you just already have like an obscene amount of money. It has to be. I think it probably is, but I think it's... I mean, it's also white stake, so like you're probably fine doing literally anything. Sure, we'll go runner Jolden Joker. That is perfect. Let's go for the debuffed straight because it's hilarious. It's a decent start for an Nanon, for example. I think any snowball works. Yeah, that's reasonable. 6 on top. I meant to say ace. Y'all know that I was thinking ace. Okay, any molt joker in this run just wins. Especially if it's scaling molt. Fienders? I gotta unlock that bitch at some point, so sure. We'll go Fienders. Take you to block. Go next. 8765, bitch. Already getting Fienders pay off. It's that easy. It's that easy. W Joker, bro. Give me shortcut or give me death. He's straight in Pride Month. How do we unlock Mary Andy? Win in 12 rounds. White stake followed by skip. Probably plasma in honesty. He loves fingering they jokers. I mean, who doesn't, man? Ancient. That's a good high score shell for if we want to unlock like a stuntman. It's like not necessary at all at this point, but if we want to build into that, that could be something. Okay, we get Leggy unlock, Shiko, Chud, Bowen. Could be Baron just to unlock him. I don't care. There'll be better. I'm already committed to the Ancient Joker. Baron will swing back around. Trust. Queen, thank you. Shiko is honestly good on flush builds. Yeah, Shiko Ancient Joker is like not terrible by any means. There's like 10 blinds that debuff stuff, right? Don't need a shoot. Oh, there's the Chad. Cool, we win. GG's. Before I learned how to econ, I would full skip non-bosses, especially small blinds, since losing the reward money is second stake. Yeah, I feel like a lot of new players do that. Back when I was on TikTok, motherfuckers would argue with me about that all the time. And that was literally when I had like 4 hours in the game, and I was telling people like, no, that's actually not what you're supposed to do. But people on TikTok would be like, actually, the small blind doesn't give you rewards, so you should just it doesn't give you any reward money, so you should just always skip it. And I would be like, yeah, man, but like, the shop. I get what you're saying, but like seeing jokers to make your build better is like pretty cool. Interest? Well, interest only matters in the first blind. The argument was usually for the first blind, in which case interest only matters if you're on yellow deck. But every time after that, yeah, interest. Interest is like the least of your worries, man. Interest, if you're on gold stake, that is. Interest is good, obviously, but like if you're on gold stake, bro, interest is like number 4 on the list of like cool shit that you get in the blind. There's so much other value that you get in the blind. Scaling Molt Jokers, playing your hands to scale them. You get end of round money from like Jolden Joker and Cloud9 and shit like that. You get purple seals, you get blue seals, you get gold seals. All that kind of shit, man. Sock my buskin. Don't mind if I do. I'm socking it. W Tempe. Give me 5 seconds. I see that redeem. Give me 5 seconds. Gold stake's so tough besides being hard. Adjust contrast. Cyberpunk. Sus. No Isaac? That's crazy. Fallout, Stardew Valley. On. Cringe, all high contrast on. The other stuff is kind of based. I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. The more that I've been like, the more that redeem is fucked with the high contrast, the more I've realized the only high contrast that looks better is clubs. Clubs being the light blue is like the best high contrast of all time. I would actually be irate if they changed that. Every other high contrast just looks worse. Clubs off. That's fucking crazy, bro. $22 Temperance over a Jupiter card. Check this shit. I'm selling the Fienders for the rebate. You can't stop me. I always go Vampire Survivors on clubs. I go Spire 100%. I went Spire before I even, like, really knew what Spire was, if I'm keeping it real. But now that I, like, actually play Spire, I always go Spire. There's the diamonds. My friend picked up Balatro 2 days ago, and I helped him get his first Baron Mime build going tonight. Hell yeah, W friend for helping with the Baron Mime build. That's huge. Hope your friend's having fun with it. There's the queen. My ass is not taking the last hand. We're just going to profit that $1. Vampire Survivors soundtrack is fire. I've actually never played Vampire Survivors. Fun fact. Vampire Crawlers was the first thing that I played from that, like, studio or whatever, as it were. Hack? Is it ever hack? No, we have sock, so it's never hack. Any wilds in here with Chico? High contrast on for everything except diamonds. High contrast on for everything except diamonds. Pog. Dude, just diamonds look so much better. Like, I'm sorry. But actually, I'm not, because, like, look at them. Misclicked the fuck out of that reroll button. That's big. VS is weird. I played it again after like 2 years and I cannot get through it for the life of me. I honestly feel kind of bad for spoiling the discovery phase of it for him, unfortunately. I mean, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I ain't gonna lie. In fairness, I feel like very few people naturally stumble upon Baron Mime, right? Like, if you're Baron Miming, you're probably watching YouTube videos on how to Baron Mime. Would be my assumption. So, I mean, like, if we're being real, I don't really think that you spoiled that much. That reminds me, Delayed Grad is so much fun on Golden Needle and 5-card draw. Same with Banner. Yeah, true. True that, bro. Vagabond. Nah. Nah. He's an engineer. He'd have figured that shit out, I promise. Okay, yeah. In that case, maybe fair enough. In that case, perhaps fair. Redeemed adjust contrast. I think copyright symbol, 1000. High contrast off on everything except clubs. That's big. Diamonds, I forgore. W high cod. W high cod. You know you're cooking when you take a drunkard to increase your scoring and income? Truth nuke. Truth nuke. Wait until they hear about the same play for gold stake. I thought that'd work. I mean, props for trying it, but, like, no. Stream is dying. Stream is lagging. Unless it immediately recovered, it looks like it's fine on my end. Let me unpause the replay. Are we chilling? Are we back? Must have been the Pog. It just got better. Yeah, OBS was not saying, like, anything bad was happening, so I don't know what the fuck happened there. You gotta be kidding me, bro. I'm seeing 7 planets, and I whiffed Jupiter? Are we dead? It's Shigoat. Yeah, Shigoat be lagging my shit crazy style. Fun fact. Okay. Okay. The triple rebate hits be going crazy. The music pitches up and down occasionally on my end. It's really funny. Swear to God, planets never show up when needed. Truth nuke. Truth nuke. It's deliberately coded. You can't convince me I'm wrong. Tooth. Ew. What's your favorite planet card? Probably Saturn, honestly. I like Saturn. It checks all the boxes. It's powerful. It's fun. And it's got nice art. Did Twitch VODs get turned off? Oh, Odin messaged me about that, and I meant to look at it. I don't know. I have not messed with any settings. So I don't know why that would be. But Odin messaged me about VODs not saving. They do all save to the Discord. To YouTube, for the record. Yeah, what the fuck? Why are none of these published? What the hell? Alright, yeah, let me publish all these VODs. What the fuck? Unpublished. Chat, where do you go to make the VODs automatically publish again? The fuck? Oh, video storage is 100 hours per channel, so it's entirely possible that shit was not saving because of the charity stream. That's probably what it was. Charity stream VODs still being up probably prevented stuff from saving. That would be my hypothesis. We'll see if today's VOD gets published automatically. Because when I was streaming last week, I still would have had the charity VODs up. Was it restricted due to DMCA claims? Charity VODs aren't up. They're not currently, but they were when I was streaming last week. And that's when the problem started. So I'm assuming that's probably the issue. I don't know. 21 with the hydrate. I got you with that. Thank you. Mine is Neptune. Yeah, Neptune has aura too. I got to keep it a stack though. I like Saturn's rings. Unk, don't miss my redeem, please. I was nice. Oh, normal contrast on everything but clubs. Oh, thank you. W. If I had balls, I would discover Unk here for a double Ancient Joker, but like, just let me keep my retriggers, man. And my Shagoat, for that matter, if I'm playing Ancient Joker on White Stake. Because boss blinds are really the only thing that are like nuking my shit. Let's go low, low, high, low, dubs. You don't have balls. Okay, perhaps my phrasing was not spectacular. Got diamonds, AJ. Ball, right? Did you have bottom surgery? Not even doing double Shiko? Is this guy a rookie? Oh, true. True, bro. I don't even think I've ever done double Shiko. Can I be honest? I don't think I've ever done it in my entire life. Anyway, I'm gonna sleep now because it's 2:30 a.m. and I have anime to watch. High key based. High key based. Appreciate you for pulling up, man. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your night. My sleep schedule does not exist anymore. Mine got pretty bad after the charity. Funnily enough, after the charity stream where I was sleeping on stream, my sleep schedule got worse because I wasn't streaming, nor was I like really being productive as a whole. I was just kind of chilling. the week after the charity stream, so I was like sleeping in bad. Like bad. Oh, but it is what it is. Weird question, did you ever finish / beat Hollow Knight? I did not. I just kind of stopped playing it on stream. Because I don't think people were messing with it that much. Also, I just kind of got busy with like Balatro related things, and then I just like kind of never rotated back to it. Holographic wheel. Not looking like it. Not looking like it. Could be strength jacks, I guess. Play Queen's Ancient Joker. I don't think that really matters at the end of the day. Maybe we just hunt for another Jupiter level. Buns. License. I don't think I want the Ecto. We need the minus hand size achievement, but I don't think, or like not achievement, but unlock, but I don't think I want an Ecto on this build, just because hand size is kind of nice. It's white steak? Yeah, good point. Yeah, good point. Okay, I guess no face cards. That should be fine, I think. Yeah. Yeah, we're still well above the threshold. Turns out white steak is like kind of easy. That's pretty weird. Default difficulty is easier than the hardest difficulty. That's, I mean, I wouldn't have guessed it, but like whatever. Can I get a damn lover's card, please? Maybe there's one in there. Idle? I don't think we ever take Idle when we have Ancient Joker. And when our deck fixing is like as a whole this bad, I'll say it. Excuse me. God damn. Looking for hearts. We'll ditch the gold because we can play Chad Magician, and that's on average just as much money. Heavy emphasis on the on average, but on average, it's just as much money. 6-7. Big 6-7% furry. Big 6-7% furry. Don't want to play the straight flush here, actually. So let's do like one of these. And we'll do this. Lover's card. God damn it. Purple seal for the Lover's card. We unlocked Cartomancer because we ripped a star from that. Then we'll do one of these. No lucky procs. That's big. I hate my life. You literally pulled the Lovers and Red Seal in the same pack. The Lovers and Red Seal. Wait, what? Oh, did I? Oh, and I just, like, didn't peep it? Oh, okay, so I'm stupid then. Which, I mean, we knew that, in fairness. That's all me. Emperor. Okay, surely Lovers here, though. Fool. So that I can put Lovers on 2 things when I eventually get it from the Purple Seal. Uh-huh. This game's got me locked in. No 10s. Tragic. Yup, then said, can I get a Lovers already? Yeah, that's pretty classic. That's definitely something that I did. That is absolutely something that took place. That's pretty on brand for me, though. At Purple Seals, please don't show up. Thanks. I can't fucking believe that you would, like, say that. That's fucked up, honestly. Okay, don't bottom deck all 7 diamonds. Thank you. It's my fool. Emperor still. Okay. Sun. Not entirely bueno. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Loads of money. Stone Joker. 6 cents. Go away, man. Like, I appreciate you pulling up, but I've dead-ass seen you like 60 times over the course of this run. It's actually fucking crazy, dude. Take a hike. Why did I take that? I'm trying to planet block here. The fuck? Should have taken straight flush, honestly, since we're on white stake, but I digress. Maybe that's relevant into, like, eye or some shit. I don't know, man. No need. Oh, wait, we have Shiko. Yo, okay, never mind. I'm stupid. We chillin'. Purple seal, bestow upon me something fantastic. That's mid if I'm being generous. I really can't believe that you would even do that, but it is what it is, I guess, man. I'll take the Fool Jupiter, honestly. That's not that bad. That is not that tragic at the end of the day. Okay, this is going to be immensely more score, but I think we've improved by 2 Jupiter levels, yeah? Okay, not bad. Space would be lovely. I don't think space is that good. I mean, space is funny, don't get me wrong, but I don't think space is that good. Because we're winning in 1 flush if it's Ancient Joker, and I think outside of that, playing 2 flushes... we're on white stakes, so playing 2 flushes is probably feasible, but maybe it's not for, like, accruing value is what I'm getting at. When you take into account all the shit that we're trying to hold in our hand, I think playing 2 flushes is kind of just, like, whatever. Spades. Glass, man. I don't need this. Empress, fuck. More 2s, surely. Okay. Get rid of the Jolt just to cycle more cards. We can ship this because it's usually money positive on average. Cool. Ship that. Bruh. Bruh. Bonk. Bolt cards up front. Hearts. All right. There's the throwback. Tower to Tarot block. We got Emperor. That one Lovers that I passed is actually going to haunt me for the rest of my time on this planet. Oh my god. Okay, Royal Chad is kind of funny. Jelly with the follow. Welcome in, Jelly. Ox is probably on flush. No, Ox is on pair. Presumably because I've been trying to get rebate money. Excuse me. Probably using a tower here just to block for rebate. And, like, idle if we go that far. Because we do still need to unlock Stuntman at the end of the day. Four dineros. You have a Shiko, Ox doesn't matter. Oh, true. Bro, I always fucking do this. I always forget about Shiko. Which, in fairness, can you blame me? But also, like, I'm sorry, Shiko. We got this, guys. If we can hit, we can hit if we all spin at least once. Damn. Damn. Lover's card. Let's go. And now we Tarot Max. And now we Tarot Max so I can farm the flush 5, hopefully. Hopefully. We'll see if that actually comes to fruition, but hopefully. That's not bad. That was a really dumb play, but the outcome was not that bad. Took an Eternal Juggler, an early Eternal Juggler on a Shop 1 Eternal Cert, then ran into Paintbrush and Palette. The 11 hand size is making me giddy. Yeah, 11 hand size is so sexy. I can't even lie. Yo, can I find the red seal though, Twin? Please. Let's go. You know what? I was gonna give the rebate hardship for not hitting as well. I almost just shit myself. I thought I played my last hand. I was gonna give the rebate hardship for not hitting, but top decking my red seal like that, I mean, I can't say shit, bro. Oh my god, I thought those were 2 kings or 2 queens. They were 2 kings. I'm a fuckwit. God damn it. Okay, I'll take a temperance. The sun card's kind of meaningless, but I digress. I digress. I don't know why I'm ordering these properly. We win with like 3 triggers, but I digress. Okay, maybe not 3, but like you catch my drift. I don't know how, but Flush 5 of Wilds. Flush of 5 Wilds is the only Steam achievement that I'm missing. Yeah, that was the last one that I was missing as well. Just because, like Aaron said, well, first off, wild cards just suck. But also, like, yeah, unless everything is wild in your deck, like, you do have to go a fair bit out of your ways for that to even be achievable. That's big. This could be big, but, like, probably it's not. And at the time that it is big, it can just swing back to us, so I'm not like that enticed by it, as it were. God damn, dude. I'm hoping I don't have another canker sore forming, because my fucking mouth has been hurting so bad the past, like, day. Those motherfuckers make me crash out, chat, let me tell you. Not sure if that's TMI, but that shit makes me freak out. What's my suit comp? Yeah, I can get rid of a diamond here. I don't think we're doing any 8-ball maxing in the foreseeable future. Surely a club spins back around so I can keep this gold card. Yeah. Okay, let's do one of these. Man, these are worse odds than the time insert Family Guy cutaway gag. Boo! Boo! Also, I'd never paid out prediction, did I? Okay, well, prediction was 5,000 on us winning and 0 on us losing, so we're just gonna refund the prediction. Bang. Garbage. Poo stink. Purple seal was maybe considerable there. Heavy emphasis on maybe, but still maybe. Sharp. Nah. I need hella taros, man. Yeah, I can ship a diamond here for sure. Money, 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 fuck! Get the rebate, get the rebate. Is there another purple seal? Yes, sir. I'm not going for it, though. I ain't gonna lie. Just cash me out, bro. Seance could give negative spectrals and it'd still be mid. I 100% agree. I think it would still be bad if it gave negative spectrals. I don't even think it would live up to mid. I think even if it gave negative spectrals, I still think it would be, like, really bad. Nope. You ever consider Burnt Joker there? I don't think so. It's white stake, so like you can consider anything, but if we're pretending like we're playing optimally, I don't think we ever consider it there. Strength. Let's hit a strength on jacks, I guess. Spades. The ability to put seals on the cards you want is super powerful, IMO. Doesn't make Seance good, but the upside is all right if you have Tarot Gen for suit changers. Yeah, but that's so many stars that have to align for that, right? Like, you can make Seance work, but it's once again just another, like, win more piece, I think. So much shit has to go right for your Seance to be, like, okay. Are we still flushing? Yeah. I'm thinking this is probably not going to ascend to high score. So many stars, literally sometimes depending on the suit you build into. Wait, +2? Wait, +2? That's big. You ever go petroglyph here? I guess it gives us more time for like tarot fixing. There's the brainstorm. That's really nice. Excuse me. I think we get rid of the rebate and we just try and score max to unlock the stuntman here. Because we only need, what, 100 mil for the stuntman, and this is an additional, like, lots of score. Now we unlock stunt. Yeah, I'm thinking. Maybe we go Petro for, like, an Ecto Gambit so that we can unlock Palette. I don't think that's happening, like, ever, but it's a play that we could make. There's the hearts. Go for purple seals. Rats. Not what I meant. Not what I meant, notably. Yeah, this is the... Yeah. Okay. Seance was in my winning Joker lineup 7 times across my past 100 wins. Pants was in 4. Conclusion. You're a Seance dick rider. Or you're the luckiest chatter of all time and you had it negative in like 6 out of those builds. Lover's card. Just put that on another jack. Clurbs. Barely 100 mil, W. Hey, barely 100 mil, still 100 mil, bro. That is a W, damn straight. Could have cycled more there if I didn't lucky the clubs immediately, but I digress. Also, did we get a molt trigger? Was that high key not 100 mil normally? Yeah, I think we got a molt trigger. Depressing lack of deaths. Just a depressing amount of tarot cards in general. You are kind of right about the deaths in particular, but like, just tarot cards, man, full stop. Not much money, which admittedly is my own fault because I was the one that sold the the rebate, but I digress. I mean, even when we had rebate, we weren't getting fucking jack shit, dude. Another Lover's card. Could be like one of these. We got a molt right at the beginning. That was the threshold then, as it were. Oh, Smeared Joker. I high-key forgot that was like a thing that even happened. We have another Spades Jack. We actually do. Is it accessible to us all of the time? No, but like maybe enough where we just go for a flush 5 for the boys. Pog. No more jacks. So we just ship this. Should have put this guy in front. I'm photo maxing. I put the red seal in the front. Completely unnecessary, but I digress. 200 mil. New high score. Trio unlocked. Duo definitely not unlocked. Family unlocked. Not bad. Unlocked Nebula? How the fuck do you unlock Nebula? What? Oh no, Nebula just unlocks when you there's decks that unlock via stake, and then there's decks that unlock via other decks. That's right. Okay. So Nebula is quite literally just beat blue deck. I remember now. Okay, big. Got 12 minutes until I would normally end. I'm gonna keep it $1.50. That's not enough time for a run. However, I don't want to end. So I'm thinking we just play another run and I just like get marginally less sleep. Okay, we got Shiko. I'm not looking at all these. I announced them during the run. This is fine. Oh wait, there were some vouchers on the tail end that we unlocked. I think we unlocked Tarot Tycoon. What we got for vouchers? Any tier 2 Andes? Yeah, Tarot Tycoon. We already had Petroglyph. What else? We already had those two. Is this Planet Merchant, Planet Tycoon, maybe? No, this is Planet Tycoon, surely. This is Seed Money. Maybe we only locked or unlocked Tarot Tycoon and I'm tripping. Have at least 5 glass cards in your deck. That is the easiest shit ever. How have we not unlocked that yet? I'm high-key a chud. All right. Let's run yellow real quick, I guess. This should be free low in fairness, so hope maybe it will be like a 10-minute run. No, it's with me at the wheel. It's literally never a 10-minute run scenario, but I don't know. One can hope this loses by 1. I'm actually so sad about that, but it is what it is. We're on yellow deck, so who cares? I did not even attempt to get a better flush because I am so gold stake build. That's tragic, but also like kind of funny. No Eternals. So I think we always take Grabber here. I don't think we ever take Madness. We have 8-Ball. I think we take a Molt Joker and then I take 8-Ball because 8-Ball's funny. Ignoring both the straight and the 3 of a kind pains me. It was a 10 through 6, so we would have needed a Jack and a Queen at the very least. And then the 3 of a kind, you got me there, but I digress. We have 3 discards. I think it's still usually the flush there. Get rid of the 10. Another 10 swings back. Punished for getting rid of the second 10, but now we just need a 5 and we're fine. I said now we just need a 5 and we're fine. Thank you. 8-Ball surely gives me a tarot here. Actually goated 8-Ball. Whirled into Seance, trust. Into Ecto. No, unfortunate. Take the Misprint, go next. Ooh. 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 You shouldn't have. Can we hit the last 8? No, that's okay. You know what? I'm at least going to try to. Worst case misprint. Yeah, now we just get out. But that could have been something. Surely we get 1 tarot out of this. Bang. Justice, I'll take it. Probably use that to just hang something. Magician card also nice. This would be a fantastic dice angle. Wasteful, a good voucher. Going for the 8s, baby. Going for the 8s. Try and snap off a jack. Bang. Pair of aces will make whatever 8s we come across lucky. Or we just won't find any fucking 8s. What's a joker that you know isn't good, but you still like it anyway? Good question. What would that joker be for me? Off the top of my head, I'm not sure. Dude, the 8s bottom deck situation is fucking crazy. What would that joker be for me? I love throwback. I don't have any particular affinity for throwback. Pareidolia is a fun one, but it's just so bad that I can't. I don't really get attached to bad jokers, which, you know, I have no whimsy in my life, but I don't know. Maybe probably misprint, honestly, because I do think misprint is a below average plus mult joker, but I mean the misprint tech. I like misprint tech, and me liking misprint tech is just such an iconic like bit now that I do have much more of an affinity for misprint than I once had. So probably my definitive answer would be misprint. If this wins, I'm gonna freak out. Thank you. I don't know what it's called, but you get plus mult whenever you destroy any cards. Yeah, erosion wins that category off of art. I don't have any particular affinity for erosion whatsoever, but erosion's art is really, I think, is really slept on, honestly. Especially negative erosion, bro. Negative erosion is fire. Oh, or dagger. Maybe they mean dagger. Dagger's not bad, though. I think it has to be erosion, because erosion's, like, actually dog shit. I guess, like, give me a chalkboard in case I need it. Erosion is a really pretty looking joker, low-key. That's what I'm saying. I think erosion is fantastic. Art-wise. Let's sell the crazy joker and I'll rock a wasteful voucher here. 20 bucks per round with the faceless joker, by the way. Unless Misprints chud ass gets me out. Oh my god, here we go. Erosion, it's not very strong until like way end game. I think erosion's bad, just like full stop. I've had that take many times before, and I think I'll continue to have it. I think erosion, it just doesn't have a home anywhere, man. No build cares about erosion. Erosion is not strong, period, unless you have insane tarot gen or specifically trading card. Even then, I think it's just bad. Like, I guess if you have specifically trading card, it's good. But even if you have tarot gen, like, you gotta think, like, the builds that would normally like the plus molt from erosion, like, builds that like scaling plus molters don't care about deck fixing, i.e. pairs. Pair builds, you end up winning every game with, like, 61 cards in the deck because you just cram it full of like gold and blue seals. So pair builds don't care about erosion. And then the builds that do actually like deck fix to hit their hands, like straights and four oaks, for example, and even like three oak to some extent, depending on the deck, they just don't need plus molt jokers. Like, unless it's like exactly like anti-4, anti-5. But before then, you don't have the juice for erosion to do anything, and after that you just don't need plus molt jokers on those builds. So I think Erosion just really struggles to find a spot in, like, any build. And even when it does find a spot, it's got that spot for, like, 2 antis in the mid game, and then you just fucking sell them for, like, whatever X-Molt Joker pops up on your radar, you know what I mean? Speaking of Erosion, there's the guy that makes it work, Truth. You heard us talking about him, which unfortunately means that Erosion is also going to pull up, and I'm not really looking forward to that, but it is what it is. Hey, fun fact. Chalkboard, like, does something when you forget that it's there. That's interesting. I think I'm just going to go like this. And then we can hit him with one of these. No 8-ball. Cool. Literally, it wouldn't be that. It wouldn't even be like an occurrence that draws eyes whatsoever if it wasn't for the fact that that was literally the next shop. The next shop, like the very next one. I should have deathed the lucky 8 there. That was a misplay and a half, I think. Vagabond. Do we just pivot Vagabond here? I think Vagabond is bad with the existence of trading card. It's a 4 of a kind run now. You're thinking 2 gold stake. I think it's very reasonable for this to be like a 5 oak, or not 5 oak, flush 5, 8-ball run, especially with that world right off rip. Like, this is such a flush 5 run, it's crazy. I might not take it there just because, like, I'm trying to go to bed, but we'll see. I don't like opening standard packs and taking cards in general, probably why I love Abandoned. I was like that for the longest time, but I think that's a habit that gets you punished quite a bit in Gold Stake, purely because of the existence of blue seals. Because, like, finding a blue seal in a standard pack literally just solves your run on the spot. I mean, obviously it doesn't solve everything on the spot. That's a little disingenuous, but like your win rate does genuinely go up like by quite a bit when you find a blue seal in a standard pack. Yo, can we hit that 4 oak though? Steel's pretty relevant here, I feel. No chalkboard? Hello? Doesn't matter. Do you think Thunk is going to let people like Spectred and Raffle playtest 1.1? I think it's entirely possible. I think if he did, we would not know about it. I think it's entirely possible that he lets creators playtest 1.1. I don't think he would let them playtest it like on stream. Fucked up that getting seals is easier in standards than in spectrals. Like, why? I think there's a little bit of nuance to that because a standard is just like adding it to your deck, whereas a spectral, you can use it on like what you want. But ultimately, I don't think the rate should be that good, right? Like, I can see it being marginally easier. That makes sense mechanically, but it is like so much easier to pull one from a standard pack. It's fucking crazy. Is this ever like a burger angle? No, because we're still trying to trading card our shit, right? I really hope Illusion Bug is patched in 1.1. I do too, but like I don't think that's solving anything. I hope it's solved just out of principle, but like realistically, Illusion still sucks ass post update, which is unfortunate, but like this is what it is. There's the death card. We can sell this for better tarots. Flush 5, 8. Football Chad. Nice. Make illusion tier 1, find something else for tier 2. Yeah, I think that would be the big thing to help it out. I think the biggest voucher that needs a buff is Planet Merchant, but like what the fuck do you do with Planet Merchant without just like entirely reworking it? Also, it would kind of make no sense to rework it with the existence of Tarot Merchant. I like those two being a pair. But like, dude, Planet Merchant sucks ass. Planet Merchant is awful. Who cares? The only seal that you care about the rank and suit is like red seal. Gold seal is econ only. You can put gold seal is econ only. You can put it on anything and it still works. Yeah, that's fair. Planet Merchant, you kind of just can't change. Yeah, but like that's really unfortunate because Planet Merchant is dog shit right now, man. Magic Trick at least has hologram, which like, yeah, Planet Merchant has constellation, but like the planets cost less or cost more and scale less. So it's like it's even bad for like that niche. It's not bad because constellation is so good, but like I don't know, man. Make Planet Merchant make the planet scaling stronger. Planet effect goes twice, maybe. Make planets scale for 2 levels. I also think there's just a big problem with planets, and I know Doc has touched on this in some videos. But like, yo, especially if blue seals get a rework or like a nerf or what have you, bro, planet cards are just like non-existent in the majority of runs. Like I know if you're playing optimally, there's not that many runs that don't run into like blue seals, but like, dude, when you guys are playing Gold Stake, like look at how many planet levels you get on your specific hand when you don't have blue seals. It's like fucking none. Because if you're not rerolling, then you're not finding your planet in the shop, and like, bro, celestial packs fucking suck. Bro, if you don't get a blue seal on your run, your planet level is like fucking 6 at ante 8, which is like dog shit. Like if blue seal, that's why there needs to be like a big planet overhaul, right? Because if blue seals get nerfed, bro, it's so hard to get planet levels. Which maybe that's like not bad, maybe that's fine, but like maybe that's even what could like help balance pairs being so good. But like, dude, without the existence of blue seals, like planets are so scarce, man. And like tarots are scarce too because they have the same shop rates and like there's more of them, but like tarots are also like far more impactful than planets on the average, I'd argue, so you don't really care about them being scarce. Like they're scarce, but they don't feel scarce. Planets feel scarce without blue seals. I guess we just purple seal here. Unfortunately, this game is a very hard one to balance. Yeah, absolutely. I think that's why the update's been pushed so long, right? I don't envy the balance team, as it were, because there are a shitload of moving parts. But that's a problem that I can foresee being rather large. Planets are a failsafe for not having a chips joker. I feel like you could argue that that's the intent, but that's just not how they function right now. Planets right now are essentially just like an extra like half joker slot. Make planets rarity based? No, that's I don't know, man. Wouldn't that make pair slop even easier? No, no, because the argument then is make pair levels less common. Pairs are rare, duh. Yeah, there you go. How many do we have? Like 7s that matter? We do still have 7s. I guess we just find those for the strength and we can play like a 4 oak. Maybe. Or not. I'll just do this arbitrarily. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I'm not really paying attention. Per usual. Pairs are what you play when you don't have planets is the issue. Yeah. But I don't know, maybe if planets are more scarce, then maybe like pivoting towards, you know, a Saturn or a Mars type build is better. Because if you're getting on average, like, you know, let's just say 8 planets of any particular hand in a run, maybe you just want the Mars. Because that averages out to a lot more chips. Are blue seals even like confirmed to be getting a rework? Because I think they definitely need one, but like I know Thunk in the past has stated that they were hesitant about reworking blue seals, and like I don't really know how you would nerf blue seals without having to like rework the planet system or just fucking breaking everything. Pretty sure, yeah. I'm actually not certain. He has said in the past that he was like skeptical. I know that much, but I don't know if that's changed. I think Doc locked Thunk in a room until they get nerfed forcibly. I think that's also what probably is transpiring. He wants to, but his ass don't know how. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I don't envy the guy, dude, because I don't fucking know how either. I know how I would nerf blue seals. I've been saying it since like the discussion was had. Nerf blue seal nerf. Give 2 planet cards, hang the card, destroy the blue seal. You get 2 planets, which is really good for the short term. Blue seal goes away, it's no longer abusable. And then that also like sort of incentivizes higher hands because you get the same amount of planets, but higher hands are gonna have like more chips, right? So it's like Azure Seal from Cryptid. I've never played Cryptid, but like probably. But like the problem with blue seals is that they're abusable. So you just remove the abusable like factor from it, and then I think they're fine. The issue with that is like we've been saying, or like I just said like not that long ago. Then like where do you get planets from? And like maybe you can argue that you don't need them. And again, maybe that's like some incentive for playing higher hands is having less planets. But like, I don't know. I feel like planets are just so scarce that that's not the greatest argument. High key, why not just cap them at 1 trigger per round? Except with Mime, of course. It keeps them strong but not overbearing. I mean, I don't want to say because that's lame, but like because that's lame. I feel like if they give you the value but then they hang themselves, there's like a little more nuance for that. And like at the end of the day, like 1 planet card, keep them at 1 trigger per round. I mean, bro, like still 1 planet card per round is still like pretty fucking abusable, man. I mean, a lot of runs you get by only finding 1 of your blue seals per round, and that still amounts to like a lot. I think it like it helps the problem, but I don't think it solves it at all. Does my planet merchant suggestion somewhat solve the planet problem? Planet cards are twice as likely to be your most played hand. I thought about that too, but then it's just redundant with telescope, right? That was my initial, when I was thinking about, because you know, the update video, I was thinking about, okay, what planets or what vouchers need reworks. And I was thinking Planet Merchant, and so I was thinking, okay, how would you buff Planet Merchant? And what seems very obvious is what you said, but then it's like, okay, then it's just Telescope 2 and it's worse Telescope. I don't know if it's worse Telescope. No, it's definitely worse Telescope, because Telescope Celestial packs are less frequent than just like rerolling the shot, but it's also guaranteed via Telescope, so it does end up being worse Telescope, I think. I swear Jokerless has 5x as many temperances to normal. I got so many temps. Must have just been a good seed, man. I mean, Jokerless doesn't, like, yeah, you get more temps because, like, there's less other shit, but I'm assuming that's not what you're referring to. But only in shops and still make them twice as likely. Yeah, but then it's just like another telescope-esque effect is what I'm saying. Like, it's the same, it's not the same thing, but it's the same thing. Percent chance increase is also low-key just not fun unless you double that shit. Well, the argument is that you would double it, but, like, even then, like, bro, it's just telescope, but, like, still bad. That's why I'm saying it would need, like, you can't rework it because, like, then it's just, like, okay, then it's kind of, like, it doesn't make sense to rework it because of the existence of shit like Tarot Merchant and etc. Not etc. Because of the existence of Tarot Merchant. But, like, bro, it needs a rework to not just be dog shit. It wouldn't make flavor sense to receive a rework, but, like, it needs a rework to be good. To be takeable. Outside of exactly Constellation. Shock, can you stop calling me? What do you mean, can I stop calling you? What? There's the greedy Joker. I like how I call it out, like I've been looking for a greedy Joker at all. I just be autopiloting at a certain point, man. The existence of X. Oh. Well, I don't know, man. Don't have such a call-outable username and we don't have this problem. I don't know what to tell you. Crazy how I blueprinted 8-ball there and I didn't get my tarot cards until, like, the 5th 8 trigger. I don't think 8-ball is dog shit by any means in White Stake, but, like, I can see why noobs say that it is. Maybe make more planet-based Jokers like Constellation. I mean, yeah, that is kind of like a fix at the end of the day, right? What if Planet Merchant got Blue Seal's effect and Blue Seal is changed to do something entirely different? That'd probably be too strong. No. Planet Merchant is just a passive Blue Seal every round. I don't hate that because it's a voucher. But it is a really strong effect, especially when you don't have to hold something in hand. But then it is capped at 1 trigger per round, and it makes sense. There's no mime synergy with that. I'm gonna have a hot take here and say that that doesn't matter. I don't think mime synergy needs to be a thing with Blue Seals, or with, like, the Blue Seal effect. Like with my change, if you make two planets, then mime doesn't really do anything unless you're on Magic deck or have Crystal Ball. I'm not gutted by that. That's just telescope, but insane again. Yeah, that is very true. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, there's no way to... You can't have the trifecta. You can't make it good. You can't, at the same time, make it good. Like, takeable. Make it indistinct, if that's a word, from, like, Tarot Merchant. And not make it just a copy of Telescope, but worse. That would be a copy of Telescope, but better. So then maybe you can rework Telescope. Maybe that's the angle. Then I feel like you're kind of changing a lot of unnecessary shit, but maybe that doesn't matter. Idle here is funny. I don't think we need erosion if we... Okay, Card Sharp's doing less than erosion, though. Let's be real here. Can we talk about how Observatory is ass outside of Perkeo? I think Observatory is more so ass because it's a tier 2 voucher and not because of its effect. Like, Perkeo or Observatory in a vacuum, even for Gold Stake context, is fine. If you're holding a Mercury card on a pair build, then it's a free Polychrome. That in a vacuum is completely fine. The problem is it feels bad because you never fucking see it. But I think every tier 2 voucher in the game is that. I don't think it's an observatory problem. I think it's just a mechanical thing with tier 2 vouchers feel bad because you just like you see tier 2 vouchers like once in a fucking blue moon. You need Blue Seal, Showman, or Fool to activate that, though? Yeah, but, like, that's not... Especially in the case of Blue Seal, but even in the case of Fool, that's not, like... You can also just find one in the shop. Like, if you're late game enough and have the econ to be taking Observatory, like, that's really not a problem, I don't think, like, at all. Observatory is 2.25x. Even if it's just a 1.5x, that's a polychrome without the need for a Joker slot. That's, like, really good. Do I have any more purple seals? No. Just crank that discard, yo. Actually, I have the blue seal in hand, so let me get the flush 5 level. Jumbo Mario stream when? What? What do you mean Jumbo Mario stream? No, give me the 8-ball. Idle wins here, and it's not even close. Okay, especially with the molt trigger. Are you serious? I was blueprinting 8-ball, man. I mean, I get the, okay, in fairness, I get the blue seal proc, so maybe that's not terrible. But, like, bro, are you fucking kidding me? Crystal Ball, we get voucher tag, who cares? Temperance, Idles on some dumbass shit. There's the Const he's pulling up since we were talking about him. This guy doesn't know about Jumbo Mario? What do you mean Jumbo Mario? What is Jumbo Mario? I mean, I know what, like, Mario is, like Super Mario, but, like, what is Jumbo Mario? What are you talking about? Why did I block death there? Hello? That's, like, my one purple seal in the deck, too. Is it not? What the fuck? I'm actually, like, a dumb chud. That was kind of a ridiculous play. And, like, not in a good manner. That was, like, really stupid. Did I cycle steel? No. Exclamation mark, who am I watching is crazy. Yo, but, like, can I get the steal, though? Because, like, I feel like this doesn't win. Even though it probably does. We get, like, one molt trigger, but if it doesn't get a molt trigger, I high-key feel like this doesn't win. Bruh, the 6 of spades. What do you want me to do with that, man? Ship it on a high card? What is that doing for us? I high-key feel like this doesn't win, even though it probably does, just based off of planet level alone. Play the stone? Bruh. That is, like, the best 8-ball I've ever seen in my entire life. What the hell? I high-key think I'm in a full glass here. There's the Ob. The good old Obby. We'll go with one of these. And then we'll go with one of these. And then we'll fool, and then we'll go with one of these. Get blue seal blocked by a fucking 8-ball nerd. Hey, I got Hermit Death Fool out of that, right? Hermit Justice Fool? That's still really good, man. I don't give a fuck about getting blue seal blocked. And money trigger. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Oh my god, 2 blueprints? Wait, I don't even have Showman. What? One of the lurkers who, like, doesn't have that many hours in this game thought I was being 100% serious there and saw me, like, re-roll it for presumably no reason, and they're like, no! Just want to throw that out there. The wall, I think we'll be fine. The demon of Babylon disguises himself with the cloak of the righteous. Was it ever a DNA play? It was absolutely a DNA play there over erosion, by the way, for the glass. I don't know why erosion's chud ass is still in my Joker slots, but I digress. Don't know what the fuck he's doing, but he's on the team, I guess. He's got to be. Flush house here? Why? Because you like erosion? See, like, that's what I was thinking too, but then I thought about it more and I realized, no, I really don't, man. I actually think erosion's really bad. Are we dead ass, bro? Like, thanks for the blue seal again, but also, like, what the fluff? Hello. Idle 8 of spades. Pretty good. Omen globe. Did we not just get crystal ball? Hello? Let's double skip. We can get the ethereal tag. You know what? Let's sell 8 ball and just wraith here so that I can put that in the collection. How do I not have a license? Procced. There's an 8 ball run. What? Hello? Also, I'm totally just shipping this with no glass and no blueprint. You cannot stop me. Sorry. Bonk. You've been selling all the Hierophants and Empresses? Yeah, that's fair. I got to use the burger certificate QuickTime event today while I was gold stake streaking. Wait, what's the burger certificate QuickTime event? I don't think I'm familiar with this. Is it certificate adds purple seal and then you sell burger to get the purple seal value? Cert prints when you draw a hand. You can copy burger while going into blind and switch to cert. Oh, switch to cert. Okay, okay, I got you. Yeah, you can copy them simultaneously. Damn. They activate at different times. Yeah. Well, I was inferring that, but I wasn't. Yeah. Okay. So in the context of copy jokers, that's pretty sexy. That's pretty big. I would be elated if I got to do that. Okay, there's the ghost deck unlock. This is an acrobat situation. We got, is this Overstock Plus? Swash. All right, big unlocks, big unlocks. Thank for stream. Thank y'all for watching. We're gonna clock the timer there. 2:46 on the dot. It's not gonna remember that when I shut my PC off. So I'm gonna DM myself that, I guess, will be how I remember it. I could just write it down on my, like, journal, but, or on my planner, rather, but I'm just not gonna do that. 2:46 time. 6-7. Vasa, 6-7. I got you. Did I already do Vasa? I forgot. Anyway, I'm doing Vasa now. Thank you, chat. Stats. Progress, 12%. Hey, 12% for the first day? Bro, we got 12% in the very first day. So at that rate, we'll be done by, like, next week, Wednesday. Surely. Good night, nerd. Good night, Zevian. Good night, chat. Love you guys. Who am I sending you off to? Is my question. Vagabond playing Blue Prince right now. Who else we got? We got a Spire win streaker that I'm following. More Spire win streakers. Who we raiding? Vagabond Herald. Deck stake wins 2% will be done by 2028. Yeah, true. I think I'm just gonna let y'all disperse for tonight. We raided Vagabond not that long ago, and also I just like don't want to talk in somebody's stream myself. I gotta go to bed, bro. It's been a while since I let y'all disperse. Anyway, I'm just gonna let y'all disperse on your own time. Chat, stay safe, sleep well, and have a good one. Thank y'all for watching. Hope you had fun. Be back mañana, getting some more progress in. Love you guys.